Yes, guys, you know what time it is. It's your boy Jack here at the Irish Hotspur, and it's the return of the Champions League to White Hart Lane. The Tottenham Hotspur Stadium is going to be hearing that Champions League music, everybody, once again. David will be joining us quite shortly. He's just finishing up over on Weird Time TV, everybody. But how are we doing? Massive, massive day for us Spurs fans. It's good to be back in the Champions League. Have yet to see any Arsenal, kind of mentioned in some of the fixtures for it. Seems like they're playing at a different competition tomorrow by the looks of things. But everybody, just want to ask, how you doing? Hopefully everybody's okay because it's Champions League day. The Spurs are back, everybody, back in the all lily white uniform as well. The all white, looking glorious as we always do. But everybody, hopefully you're keeping well. As you can see, the lineups are at the bottom of your screen. We will have the scoreboard up top, the timer as always as well. Pretty similar lineup to the likes of Fulham. Conte seemingly going with at least what could be his strongest lineup after Longley had such a good performance. We are going to see Perisic come in, though, for Sessegnon instead. Richarlison gets a start yet again, which we all want to be seeing. And then Sonny is keeping his start as well. So a very strong lineup going into this game against Marseille. What I will probably maybe just my quick opinion on this lineup is just that I feel like Conte does have to sort of start off strong. We need to get a win off the bat here because we will be playing away games, I think, for the Champions League for the rest, at least against, Frankfurt and Sporting. Those will be away games for us. And so we have to consider that maybe getting 3 points at home right away off the bat is probably the best way to go about things. And then, continue with a really strong lineup against the likes of Man City. But I am thinking this is the right move by Conte. Some might think we could have gone for a bit of rotation here. I think probably in the other games you could consider going with at least a weaker lineup. But let's get to the chat here, everybody. Hopefully everybody's keeping well. Smash that like button if you haven't already. But big up, everybody. Hopefully you're keeping well. Mick Hermelach in the house saying, good evening, Jack and Dave. And come on, you Spurs. Don't you worry, Mick. He will be here shortly, Mr. Davo. He will be here very, very shortly. We have Welsh Gal as well saying, all well, Mick. Hope you're the same. Big up, Welsh Gal. Zoe's in the house saying, come on, you Spurs. So excited. Big up, Zoe. Hopefully everything is keeping well. Hopefully you're just sitting back on the couch, got a nice cold drink in the hand, willing and waiting for your Spurs to be getting a massive victory today against Marseille. Maybe eating some snails. Who knows? Could be kind of whining and dining today. Big up, Welsh gal. Hopefully you're keeping well. Dermot with an absolutely massive one, and it's just a fox and I believe what used probably might be some sort of kind of dojo uniform jumping into the sky. Big up, big up, Dermot. Absolutely love that super sticker. Looks glorious, my man, with the fireworks as well. Just waiting for the Champions League to begin. Normally, Dermot, you've been going with the one with the trophy, but this one is probably you celebrating after the trophy, brother. Big up, my man, and it's very, very, very generous. And hopefully, you're keeping well. I saw that you were able to make it to the pre-match build-up. Now you were on the fan show to the pre-match build-up, my man. So been on the show plenty of times, my man, and it's good to see you featured so much this week, brother. Big up, Dermot. Really appreciate you, brother. Really do. Par Miguel in the house. Good to see you, Par Miguel. Hopefully all is well. Daniel Larson saying, big up, everybody. Big up, Daniel Larson. Terry, right. Big up, Jack. It's Champions League day. Come on, you Spurs. Yes, it is, Terry. Get your caps on, baby. Kara, come on, you Spurs. Evening, evening, Kara. Hopefully you're keeping well. TZ in the house. Big up, Jacko. Hope you're well. Pal, 3-1. Come on, you Spurs. I mean, it's an interesting, you've gone from Marseille to score here. Let me know when that will be happening, TZ. Will that be a bit of a late goal? Will that be something a bit early in the match where we'll have to wake up as Spurs fans and have to get into the game? Let me know how that's happening. Where's Marseille getting that goal, my man? Tyler Gretzula, we cannot underestimate this Marseille team, but wow, I'm excited for this match. My prediction is also 3-1. Again, let me know where these 3-1s are coming from. I'm going 3-0. I'm going 2-0. I think if anything, Marseille, I'm not too convinced about their attack. I think Igor Tudor is certainly a very fun name to say, but also a very good manager by looks of things. I think he had a pretty good spell over at Verona, where the likes of Antonin Barak, I think Gianluca Caprari, I believe two really good players from Serie A last season. And also, I think Diego Simeone's son, Giovanni Simeone, were having some really good seasons over at Verona. There's some good players that were enjoying some good spells under Igor Tudor. Very fun name to say again. But he could be a good manager. Knows Antonio Conte quite well, considering, I think he's played for him or he's played I think he's played for Juventus, been an assistant at Juventus, coached at Udinese, coached at Verona, like I just said. So he's probably well familiar with Conte's sort of style, maybe with Conte's tactics. So if a team were to get a goal against Spurs in this Champions League, could certainly be Marseille. In fact, with everything I kind of just said about Igor Tudor, I think he is probably the best suited manager to get, or give Spurs a tough game, if you know what I mean by that, simply because he seems to know Antonio Conte's style, if not his tactics, the best out of most of the managers. And he doesn't have a half bad squad either. So I would say Marseille might actually be the toughest team of the whole group, Tyler, if you ask me. Big up though. Lynch 616, evening, Jack. You ready? Absolutely ready. Got the beers in hand, got the IPAs, Lynch, well fed beforehand. Doing very good, my man. Doing very good. Hopefully you're ready as well, Lynch. Big yourself up. Batty Higgins saying suit off, home shirt on Genola. Oh, great choice. Picking the Genola kit as well. And ready to hear that beautiful Champions League intro. Big up, Jack. Hopefully you're keeping well, Patty. Good to see you, my man. Really good to see you. And gorgeous choice on the pick as well. Or on the kit, my man. Mark saying kickoff at 8 p.m. Yes, it is. Don't you worry, Mark. Big up. Just making sure. Kev Williams, good to see you, Kev. Let's go. Big up, Kev. R Green 216, Even Jack, everyone in the chat. Come on, you Spurs. Big up, R Green. Appreciate all the love that you're sending to the chat, brother. Ribsy85, hey all, how you doing? Big up, Ribsy. Hopefully all is well with you. We also have Dre Finzi. Just making sure I'm not missing anybody. Neil Shafton, good to see you, Neil. Got an old friend, Spurs fan since birth, who lives here, going through some treatment for the big cancer. Spurs to the end. Please send some positive thoughts while he tries to fight this. Big up, Neil, and everybody, big up Neil's friend in the chat. Neil, maybe give us a name or something if you feel like you don't need to, of course. But I wish your friend all the best, my man. There are a lot of things bigger in football, but at the same time, hopefully this sort of result can kind of give him something, to cheer about, something to be happy about. So big up, Neil, and hopefully everybody's sending their thoughts and prayers to Neil's friend. Absolute legend you are, Neil. So you're a friend of yours is a friend of mine, Neil. A friend of yours is a friend of mine. Big up, Neil. P Dubs, what's up, Jack? Great team. Let's get the win. We gone with a very strong team here. P Dubs, big yourself up. Paul Western in the house. Good to see you, Paul. Just making sure. Donegal Spurs, big up, my man. It's going to be a tough game. 2-0, hopefully, to the Spurs. Big yourself up, my man. Wembley saying, evening, Jack. Wow, Sporting 3-0 up in Frankfurt. Tough away game next Tuesday. Could be, maybe Frankfurt could be the weakest team in the competition. Who knows, my man? Who knows? Big up, Amir. Hopefully you're keeping well. Everybody, big up Neil Shafton, please, in the chat. And his friend Stuart727. Come on, you Spurs. Big up, Jack, and everyone in the chat. There you go, Stuart. Absolutely love it. But young Dark Sun G saying, yo, Jack, we are finally back in the Champions League today. Also, this week went well for us. Gooners losing to Liverpool, or Gooners losing, Liverpool drawing to Everton, and then Blues losing to Zagreb. Tuchel sacked as well. Son and Richie's goals incoming. I got your email, Dark Sun G, and I can't wait to be exchanging emails with you, especially talking football, my man. And believe me, I think this is excellent news for us, considering the demise of Chelsea. I'm not really sure what the baseball owner, Todd Bowley, is doing over there. I actually thought he was going to stick with Tuchel, Dark Sun G, because why would he buy someone like Aubameyang for Tuchel only to sack him so much later? It doesn't really make much sense to me. Seems like pretty poor planning in my books. Probably a bit reactionary. I don't know. It seems a bit odd that they're kind of going for such a quick departure of Thomas Tuchel, especially after all the things they backed him with. I'm just not really. I'm not sure what's going on over there. But at the same time, I think we're all for it, because I'd be shocked if this ends up working out for them, Dark Sun G, because he's not only Todd Bowley sacked, the manager, he's sacked the directors of football. He's basically the only guy left in the club who actually is running anything regarding to the club. So it could be an absolute turmoil, Dark Sun G. And Liverpool not really looking as good as they usually do. Lots of teams dropping points around us. It's a big scrap up at the top, my man. It's a huge scrap. And seeing Chelsea go into further demise really helps us out. Who could have predicted any of this, though, Dark Sun G? I certainly couldn't, my man. Big yourself up, brother. Big yourself up. Hurry up, Dave. Can't miss the anthem. I don't know what he's doing over there. I don't know what he's doing. I'm looking at some Barcelona players right now. I don't know what he's doing over there, my man. Big yourself up, brother. Big yourself up. We also have Mark saying butterflies. Yeah, I should be a little bit nervous. Want to hear lots of sirs tonight. Absolutely, Welsh Gal. Absolutely. Dark Sun G saying, hope Napoli beat Liverpool today with Kim scoring a header while we batter the Gooner-filled Marseille. I love our bench. Many options. Win today and versus City. I hope we get that win today to carry on that momentum into Man City. Definitely Dark Sun G, and Kim and Jay certainly could be scoring a header. Him and Kavicha, Kvaradona, you could say, been doing absolute wonders over at Napoli. I think Kavicha, in fact, could tear apart Trent today. If he is available tonight, Kavicha, I could see him causing Trent some absolute nightmares. And Kim Min Jae, making that Koulibaly departure not really look like a huge loss for them, Dark Sun G, which I said to you before, really is high compliments to Kim Min Jae to make that departure of Koulibaly really not so big. He's really filling in those shoes really well at this time, my man. Absolutely. And big yourself up, brother. Making sure I got a few more in the house. Spurs for life. Come on, your Spurs Potter on the way. Am I crazy for buying a Basuma kit? Absolutely not. Basuma's sexy on the ball, my man. Crazy not to buy a Basuma kit. What I would say though is you probably would want to wait till the number 8 comes back, considering Harry Winks decides to hold on to that one so that Basuma wouldn't be able to have it. I think Basuma will probably switch to the number 8 perhaps the next season. So if you wanted to wait, be a bit patient. If you wanted that sexy Basuma number 8 kit, my man, I would say wait another season. Perhaps go for the Richie, go for the Perisic. Those are really tasty. But honestly, the Basuma one, it just sounds really nice. And I bet it looks really good as well, my man. But big up your brother. Big up, my man. Big up Miguel, big up Rufus Roughgut, big up Daniel Larson. Hopefully, y'all are keeping well. But to take a look at the Marseille lineup here, everybody, it isn't Luis Suarez up top. It's in fact a different Suarez. I believe this one's from Colombia, but they're going with Guendouzi and I believe Garrison as sort of the right wing, left wing of a 3-4-2-1 or a 3-4-3, similar formation to ours. But I think those two players are more like midfielders if anything, than they are like wingers. So I think this is actually a way of Marseille sort of packing up the midfield. So we'll see how they go with that because Jordan Veretout and then I think Roniger are sort of their kind of two combative midfielders in the middle there. But Garrison and Guendouzi, at least to my knowledge, I could be wrong here, are not really wingers of any type. They're going to be more like kind of, I think, creative midfielders, maybe on top of those central midfielders of Veretout as well as Roniger. So this could be an interesting one. It looks like they might be packing up the midfield, kind of a tactic that a lot of teams have sort of gone with against us before with. They do have good wing backs in Jonathan Klaus and Nuno Tavares as well. I think Nuno Tavares has done quite well since being in Liga. They've gone with, I think, Eric Bailly, interestingly. I did not know he was actually in that team. And then Mbemba, I believe, former Porto player. And then Gigot, I'm not too sure about him or know anything about him whatsoever. And then the former, I think, AC Milan and Real Madrid keeper Pau Lopez, big throwback there. When you look at the bench for Marseille, I'm seeing Dimitri Payet over there. I'm seeing Cengiz Under. I see Sead Kolasinac, like you said, Dark Sunji, that Gunnar-filled snail that they have over there. Ruben Blanco, Amin Harit, I believe a decent skiller, but not too sure how good he is actually as a player. Issa Kabore, but there you are, everybody. That is the Marseille bench. When it comes to Spurs' bench, as Dark Sun G was saying, it is actually quite deep and quite extensive. We do have the likes of Jet Spence in there, Dejan Galusevski, Brian Hill, Matt Doherty, Ollie Skip. We have, for the most part, a pretty full lineup there. I don't see Basum. I do see Basuma. Never mind then. Yeah. I mean, for the most part, I don't think we have too many injuries or too many players missing from this. I think apart from Lucas. So it's looking like a pretty deep and full bench there for Spurs. So if Conte did want to do a bit of rotation, he certainly could do, everybody. He certainly could do a bit of rotation. But looks like I think we have Dave in here. So we're going to bring him in. Dave, I think you need to join the other one, my man, because that's the one for the game. But we'll bring Dave in here in just a second once he pops in here, everybody. So don't you worry. Big up, Joseph. Hopefully you're keeping well, Joseph. King Hoddle. Big up, King Hoddle. Paya, if he comes on, is a danger from set pieces. He's been looking good, my man. He's been looking very good for Marseille since going back. But not sure if Igor Tudor actually favors him in any way. But let me know about that, King Hoddle. Let me know about that because I don't think he has been playing too much. David, adding you in just a second. You're about to be live. One moment here. And boom.
Oh, jack off.
Dave, Champions League nights, Dave.
Oh, I mean, Jack, it's what we live for, my man. I'm absolutely buzzing that we're back in the big time. It's where this club belongs. I was saying it on the We Are Tottenham TV pump up that, this is the remit where the chairman and the owners want us to be because they sacked Pochettino on top 4. They sacked Jose Mourinho on top 4. Sacked Nuno because it wasn't looking like we were going to get top 4. So fans and owners alike, we all believe this is where we should be amongst Europe's elite, amongst Europe's best. There is no better night than under the floodlights in all lily white, a tribute to Bill Nick on a European football in the Champions League.
Oh,
We've seen
yum.
Europa League, we've seen Europa Conference League, nowhere near as glamorous. But this one, we are all super excited for, Jacko.
Absolutely, Dave. You almost sounded like you're going to a rap song there about
I
Spurs.
am.
I absolutely love it there. Got the rhymes and everything. But everybody, we have 150 in the house. Do smash that like button. And as always, you have your scoreboard up above. You have the lineups down below. But we've gone with a pretty strong lineup by looks of things, Dave. And if I heard you correctly, I think you kind of wanted a strong lineup because we are going to be going away to the likes of Sporting, Frankfurt,
Yeah.
later, and it's probably the right move for Antonio Conte to go with his best lineup because that means he's guaranteeing 3 points right off the bat, kind of getting a comfortable position for Spurs. That way, he can then move on to Man City and the other games in the later kind of fixtures with a bit of confidence. But I feel like he's gone the right move here, Dave, going for his strongest lineup, you could say, because he has maybe other weeks that he could probably rest some players, if not, do a bit of rotation. But I don't think this game, as well as Man City, he can go with a ton of rotation.
Look, it's important that we get off to a good start in this group. Now, we had a Champions League group before where we had Monaco, Leverkusen, and Moscow. We did not get out of that group, even though we were favourites, and we didn't even start well. So it's important that we get off to a win today. Especially like you were saying, Jacko, with Sporting away next, Frankfurt away next after that. It's our only home game in the first round of these games. So it's important we get off with a win. But not only that, Jack, we've seen before, doing rotation in Europe. It's bit us in the ass. Dynamo Zagreb, we went out there, thought we had the game won, played some of the B team, got knocked out. Europa Conference League, went to NS Mora under Conte, tried to play some of the other guys, do a bit of rotation, got lost. You same with Vitesse under Nuno, same thing.
Mm.
Got knocked out. You seen it in League Cup games, Colchester. There's other games there. FA Cup last year against Middlesbrough. We can't afford to rotate. You've got to go with your best 11 right now. It's important you start this Champions League off the way you mean to go on, and it's important you assert your dominance from
Yeah.
game one. You
Yeah.
want teams to come here and fear you. You want them to worry about how you play and not vice versa. So it's damn well important we win today, and I'm happy with the lineup, Jack, because what we don't need to do is make problems or cause problems to ourselves by bringing back in Davies, by bringing back in Sanchez, who are not good enough on the ball. Marseille would thrive off that. They'd press the living crap out of that, make them rush. We've seen the benefits of having ball players in there. And if they press us tonight with them guys in there, we'll slap them like we've done to other teams when they pressed us last season with Romero in there. So I'm delighted we didn't make any problems by bringing in guys who have let us down in big European nights before. This is the biggest of them all. So I'm happy we went with the strong lineup, and it's the way the Champions League should be treated. You've got
Absolutely.
strong team tonight, strong team against City, and then after that you've got Sporting away and Leicester away. You can rotate in them games, in my opinion. Get away with it.
Yeah, absolutely. Tyler Gratzula saying when it comes to, I think Paya, he's saying he's been dealing with an injury he got at the end of last season and has a hard time getting fit this season. There you go. No Paya in this one. A very different looking Marseille. Not as much of the old kind of names that we remember, Tyler, that's for sure. King Hoddle saying 100%, Dave. This is the preeminent tournament in world football. It's the absolute creme de la creme, you could
Yeah.
say, King Hoddle. Only the best get to play in this one. It's the most exclusive club, you could say, King Hoddle. Big yourself up. And then Neil Shafton saying, focus on the task at hand and not the future. I think that
Yeah.
exactly summarizes what Dave was just saying there, Neil Shafton. Big yourself up. And then Dark Sun G with the super chat here, Dave saying, Richie must be pumped for this, his first ever Champions League game in our beautiful stadium with the epic Champions League theme anthem playing, while Son, Kane, and Højbjerg, Bentancur, Perisic, and Kulu and Lloris returning to the big league in the name of the Champions League. Richarlison, Dave, this is his first one he's emphasizing, where some players like Højbjerg, or at least some players like maybe Romero, they have played in the Champions League before. This isn't exactly too new to them, where Richarlison, considering his age and considering how good he is, this is going to be a huge day for him. And I think this is probably why he picked Spurs in the first place, maybe over other clubs, because he knew he was going to get into these Champions League lineups, and he knew he was going to be able to finally taste that music and finally taste what it's like to
Mm.
be at the elite competition of the world.
Yeah, first of all, I just want to say it's a good job Mikel Arteta's free tonight, Jack, because we need the Champions League team song blared out on our PA system tonight. So it's good that we have him available to do that. But look, when it comes to Richarlison, Jacko and Dark Sun G and everybody else out there, just because he's never played in the Champions League before, it doesn't mean he's not good enough. This guy's worked incredibly hard. He had a different route into football, maybe more than others. He came up from Brazil, you'd say late enough, played at Watford, a team at the bottom, got to step up, then everything ended up going down there, and not due to this guy's fault. And this guy relishes the big occasion. The reason why I think Tottenham signed him over someone like Emmanuel Dennis. Emmanuel Dennis was scoring goals for Watford when the pressure wasn't on. He scored two from February onwards. Richarlison, I think, scored 8 out of his 10 goals in the end and turned up when it mattered most, when everything most needed him. He is a man that's made for the big nights. Great mentality. His shithousery will be absolutely needed tonight. His work rate, his energy will be needed. And this guy will be pumped. He'll be ready. And look, I have no doubt the Champions League team tune. I mean, I sat there this afternoon, all last night, blaring this out, and I'm just sitting there, and the feeling it's giving me, it's getting my heart racing, getting, making downstairs stand up. It's getting my blood flowing through the body. It's making me scream with excitement. And I've no doubt Richarlison's going to feel that. But you've also got to remember, Harry Kane wanted to leave Tottenham for these nights. He's going to be ready tonight. He'll put on one of the most amazing displays you'll see. Sonny carried us through to the Champions League final when we played Liverpool because Kane was injured in the knockout stages. He loves the big nights as well. He'll step up. Jack, as you call him, Pierre-Emile Brickhouse Salzburg. Now's the night for him to kind of silence all these doubters. Ben Teckers. No, look, we've got a team now with Champions League experience. Langley, Romero, Champions League experience. Perisic, more than most. Lloris. So I'm excited about today. And I know a lot of people reckon today's game will be close, but I also don't think they're putting enough respect on Tottenham Hotspur's name. I think we'll be saucing tonight.
Oh, they never do.
Champagne Lane, all white kit. We're gonna rise to the occasion.
Absolutely, Dave. Oh, I absolutely love that. So many good things to say there. So many good things to say there. Stephen THFC saying Richie is a natural and has absolute confidence. Big up, Stephen. Simon McClure saying, get ready for the special Champions League tune, lads. Come on, you Spurs. It's looking gorgeous. Unfortunately, I have to be staring at Thierry Henry and Jamie Carragher continue to basically suck each other off on the panel. But eventually, I'll be able to listen to it. Eventually, it will. It just seems like we're in that situation, Dave. I don't know. Once you click on the link, Dave, you'll be able to see. But I'm just continuing to have to stare at that bald-faced man with that concerned look on his face. Thierry, he looks like he's even thinking too hard about things. I mean,
honestly, Jamie Carragher's about to pull out the pledge and start shining his head for him. You know what I mean? It's ridiculous what's going on here, Jacko.
That's just now they're just having drinks, Dave. They're toasting it out. I just want to watch my boys and the beautiful kids here. I'm just trying to, Dave. I'm just trying to watch my boys and the beautiful kids here. Can I just see my team play? It's kind of crazy. It's like watching the Champions League draw all over again, Dave. They're just torturing us here. But
I mean,
so many people.
Let me ask you a question. Why are they bringing Thierry Henry? I hope they've done it just so that they can wind him up a bit. Because why are they putting him on a Spurs night coverage of Spurs? It's I don't know. It baffles me. It really does baffle me. But, look, the more we can bring in and, make them watch us. Because, Jack, like I said earlier on, they're going to be seeing double of everything because the tears in their eyes. So I can't wait. And what I will say to everybody is crack open your next drink and just realize how good it tastes, especially with the Champions League theme song. Think of it as Arsenal fans' tears tonight. It's going to taste so good.
Absolutely. Zoe saying, big up, David. Good. Thank you, Zoe. Thank you for bigging up the Chief, as some people would say. Some people are happy to see the Chief in here. Neil Shafton, good to see you. Hopefully all is well, my man. Gene D saying, come on, you Spurs. Big up Irish Hotspur, all the way from Seattle as well. Big up, Gene D. That's the hometown for me as well, Gene D, all the way. Dark Sun G says, we have the best manager in London now that Tuchel got the sack. This season will show that Tottenham is the best team in London. Come on, you Spurs. Let's win. Dark Sun G, as much as we enjoy seeing Tuchel and Chelsea probably put themselves in a bad position here, at least Tuchel gets to probably have a bit of a relaxation and get to see the team he truly supports playing the Champions League, which is tonight. He's a Spurs fan at the end of the day, Dark Sun G. So, Dave, I bet actually Tuchel, he sat back, take a bit of that severance pay, whatever it is, from Chelsea that they gave him, and is just cracking open a few beers himself and is just watching the team he actually supports, Tottenham Hotspur, playing in the beautiful kits tonight. So as much as we're probably happy to see Chelsea sack Tuchel, Tuchel, I bet, is probably doing quite all right. He's just sitting back watching his team play here.
Yeah, he's getting to sit back and watch the team he supports, Jack. I mean, you know what better feeling is there? You know, he's probably sitting at home singing, "Oh, what a night. Watching Tottenham on a Wednesday night. You play Thursday because you're fucking shy. Oh, what a feeling. What a night. Come on." Oh, Jack, I'm just going to say, we look so sexy in the all white. It's absolutely unbelievable. Some players that maybe would have been rated a 6 have now gone up to a 9. That's how good the white looks. It's absolutely unbelievable. It's absolutely classy. And fair play to the club with the tribute back to Bill Nick. And for those people who don't know, it goes back to Tottenham's first ever exploits in Europe where we beat a Polish team 8-1. And it's in tribute to that. And I want to see more of this throughout the group stage because, I mean, even Harry Kane, Jack, he looks like a 12 out of 10 right now. It's not right what this is doing to me. It's really not. His hair looks good as well. You know, Højbjerg just looks sexy in it. I fear for, you know, Ellie tonight, you know, looking at Højbjerg running around. But, Jack, we look good. Champions League team song's about to come. We just need to sit back and soak it all up. Just how good it feels, you know. Oh. These are the nights. These are the nights. We're back. Oh, Jack, we waited so long. Man, we're back. Look at that light show. We are back in the big time. Come on. Woo!
They put it out. They put out it's actually looking glorious in there. Very, very jealous of anybody that's there. I'm actually, if I'm not mistaken, a few of the Harris Army might actually be there for this one. So hopefully they're enjoying themselves, and hopefully they're saying big up to the Flat Cap Army out there. Just gonna get big up Dark Sundry. Really appreciate it. Just want to get to a few people in the chat. Footy Clips Daily saying big up the Flat Caps. Back in Sun to score tonight. Andy James saying, great comment, Dark Sun G. Some people are saying, hooray, the all-white kit looking good. DG, good to see you. Paul G saying, evening well, hope you're well. Buzzing for this game. United Spurs of America saying, lads, we look so sexy. I'm about to cry, says Jacob
honestly,
of United Spurs of America.
It does bring the emotion, you know. Look, what I'd say to everybody is enjoy this group stage. We're not supposed to be here, you know. We are not supposed to be here whatsoever. But we're here. But look, the Champions League song is underway. Let's just sit back and soak it up a little here. Absolutely. Oh, Jack, absolutely. Just embrace it. How good does it feel going through that body?
Ian Ferguson saying Hugo looks like he's about to cry. He's so happy. Hugo deserves it, Ian. He deserves it.
Yeah.
Hugo's actually excited. He actually was about to walk to Marseille to do the handshakes. He's getting too excited here.
Yeah. Well, thanks for Marseille for actually turning up tonight, Jack. You know, they're running a bit late tonight, so thanks for them actually turning up.
Paramount Plus really has our lineup all wrong. They think we're playing a 4-4-2 here, Dave. I mean,
I think there's a job there for you, Jacko.
Yeah, they're looking at him. See straight over there, clearly. But
they've gone with Perisic and Kane up top. I mean, that's awful.
I mean, I guess you're not doing very many things right if you think Thierry Henry and Jamie Carragher is a good panel, but I don't know. We're not being paid to do it over there, Dave. But Dave Billabong saying, you just know the cigars are out tonight. Big up, Dave.
It's red panty night. You know, Conor McGregor famously dubbed it, you know, when he fights red panty night. Tonight, it's white lingerie night. That's what sort of night it is. You know, it's just unbelievable. It's unbelievable. I can't wait.
Neil Shafton saying, we earned fourth. We deserve it, Dave.
Look, I get we earned it, but we also relied on a favour from Newcastle right at the depth. I get what people are saying, but, you know, looking back where we were under Nuno and even up until maybe February, March, nobody gave us a hope. And what I mean by is we're not supposed to be here is I mean that by everybody else. You know me. I believed all season we were going to get here. You know, I mapped out the fixtures, said everybody, calm down. Teams will drop points. Plenty of time we're going to get here. I believe we deserve to be here. But everybody else, according to them, we're not supposed to be here. So enjoy it.
Paul G, or just someone had a good comment. Patty Higgins saying, look at that beautiful stadium. Big up, Patty Higgins. Hopefully you're keeping well, brother.
Harry Kane looks ready.
All right, everybody, we're about to kick off.
Come on, Spurs. Let's go. The champions. Come on. Let's have it. Oh, we just look so good in that all white. We just gotta go to that all the time. We do. It's just gotta be our new home kit. It's too good.
And we've kicked off, everybody. The Champions League has begun for Tottenham Hotspur, everybody. Here we are. Just passing it around in the all white kits, looking glorious.
Cool, calm, and collected along that back line as well. Love to see it. Marseille trying to press us. That's it, Lloris. Take your time. Wait for one of them to come towards you. The crowd were apparently so loud as well beforehand, which you love to see. You know, the club asked for the supporters to get there early, and they obliged. Fair play to every single one of them.
Oh, Harry Kane on the ball
Kane
here.
on the ball. Out to Son Aldo. Son Young Messi. Oh, unlucky.
Back to Longley. Longley plays
If
it
that
back
was
to
Davies,
Lloris.
he would have booted that long. That's just cool, calm, and collective. Mero into Ben Teckers. Oh, the strength. Saucebar.
Oh, lovely time, Red.
Oh, Jack, someone called the police. He's showboating again.
Emerson into Richie again. Oh, sir.
Oh, he's naughty. He's relishing that.
Oh, lovely Emerson.
You can tell he's just relishing it already. To step over and then tries to let the ball go behind him and outpace him. Someone called the police, Jack. I thought showboating was illegal. Conte not in his suit today, Jacko. You know, does he look nervous in his polo top?
Not really sure why he hasn't gone for the suit here in this one.
Bit surprised. Good start by Tottenham, though. Getting at them nice and early, getting them thinking, you know. Come on. Marseille with a throw in here. Look at that pressure. Who is that? Bentancur. Unbelievable. Now Harry Kane puts the press on. Look at Sonny just galloping. It's like walking on water when he runs. Oh, good defending. Salzburg. Into Harry. Back to Salzburg. Oh.
Back to Bailly.
I like the way we're putting a bit of pressure on them.
Jonathan Klaus plays it back to Mbemba. I can kind of hear myself in the background, Dave, for some reason.
Do you have the game paused on your end? Because one of the links I logged into, I could hear you speak, so I logged out and went into the other one. I don't know.
I think
do you want me to log back in?
I have myself muted on all of them, so I think it might be. I'm not sure. Maybe one of them that you clicked on. Maybe just click out of one of them and click into the other.
Okay.
Because I do have myself muted on them. On life, loving the formation. Yeah, I can't hear it anymore. What story? We're back, baby.
Yes,
Big up the out lad. Big up the out lad.
We are back. Are you all right now, Jacko?
Let's try again. Woo, woo, woo. Test, test, test. I think we're good, Dave. Thank you very much.
Yes, happy days. Big up that. How good does the all-white look as well, by the way? You know, you always tell me about this all-white kit. You absolutely love it under the lights.
You see that flick from Sonny. Gorgeous. Harry Kane, lovely hold-up play.
Starting the game well.
Ball roll.
I love it.
Harry Kane, he's gone for a ping here. Oh, he's
gone
for a ping and a half. Emerson.
Oh, my God. Emerson the chest down.
I thought
what
he
a ball
it,
by Harry Kane. That's like, honestly, like radar. It's unbelievable.
Jonathan Klaus.
I'd say Højbjerg, 2 foot him. Take him. Marseille are offering absolutely nothing here.
Good hold-up play by all 3 strikers so far. Great flick-ons by Sonny. Great ping by Harry.
I like the way we're looking.
Moon Boots.
I like the way, you know, we're starting to try and get in behind them. You know, it's not taking us ages to get into the game. We're fully into it, which is a huge plus. We'll create lots of chances tonight, I feel.
Absolutely. It seems like, even though I agreed with Sean, Dave, that by the looks of things, they are sort of, you know, kind of packing up the midfield with some players. But I feel like with these ball-playing defenders, we should have much easier time than we probably would if we had perhaps different personnel in there. I'm actually still quietly confident for sure in this one.
Being overrun in midfield only matters when you're out of possession, Jack. And if
Mm.
we keep the ball playing, Tottenham on the break there. What a shit touch. Who
Moon
was that?
boots. What is that touch?
Fuck's sake. Absolutely shocking. What a touchdown by Harry Kane, and
Oh,
Moon Boots screws it up. But on
Jonathan
Marseille on the
Klaus with a
attack here, they
shot.
have a shot. Good block by Højbjerg. Jack, that only matters when you don't have the ball. And the whole idea is when you have Sanchez and Davies, you might actually have to put an extra body in midfield. But when you have the ball, you alleviate a lot of pressure off the back line and the midfield as well. And then when you have the ball, they control as many bodies in the midfield all they want. You just play around the side of it. So it doesn't actually matter when you've got the ball playing defenders in there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Marseille on the attack here. Tottenham just sitting in deep now.
Yeah, sitting in their shape. I think Tavares.
If Moonboots had a better touch there, we were through. We had them absolutely ripped open.
It really was. It was a pretty, I must say, actually shocker of a touch when you really think about it. But Mbemba to Klaus to Guendouzi. Oh, shown the weight room by Longley.
He's just so good, Jacko. I mean, hopefully everyone gets now why I talk about Sanchez and Davies the way I do, because I just expect this. Players that can defend and play football. It's beautiful.
Romero.
Back to even the little things, the way Romero has the confidence to sit on the ball and draw a player out to him before moving it. Sanchez and Davies can't do that.
Yeah. Big up Welsh Cow. Ian is the pride of Ohio.
Big up Welsh Cow.
Emerson. Plays it back to Romero. Hugo with time. Højbjerg. Back to Hugo. Plays it to Romero here. And we go for a goal kick.
That's dope.
We do, despite even putting ourselves in, let's say, not a favorable position there, we still look so much less sketchy on it.
Yeah.
Our players do look quietly, or why do I keep saying quietly? We look more confident on it in that situation there. Whereas if it were Sanchez there, I mean, he would be all wide-eyed.
Yeah, 100%. He'd be panicking, lad. He'd be swiping at the ball, miscontrolling it. Same as Davies, by the way, as well. The two of them would be at it. You know, and they can't progress the ball forward. But here we are in behind.
Harry.
Oh, unlucky. Like, you know, having ball-playing defenders is crucial. If you want to control the ball, it's not about putting an extra body in midfield. You don't need it. It's about being able to have ball players right throughout your team.
Dark Sun G saying Napoli 1-0 over Liverpool by a Zielinski penalty. Come on, you Spurs. Liverpool panicking already, Dark Sun G. And Kim Min-jae, hopefully a clean sheet for your boy Kim Min-jae. And then Kavicha tearing up Trent as well. That's what we want to be seeing. But big up Napoli. They're already causing Liverpool some problems. And Jurgen Klopp, he's already crying. He's already complaining, Dark Sun G. Big up, my man.
Even just that there, simple, Jack. See Langley headering the ball back in there towards Moon Boots. I mean, Davies would have put that out for play. How many times have we talked about, especially against Chelsea, West Ham?
Oh, great
them
pass.
headers. Oh,
Harry, there. Sorry, he's all over him.
Go on, Richarlison. Play something.
Sir.
Oh, that's a free, ref. That's a free. Yes. Oh, my God. How's he not blowing that? I mean, the WWE was at the weekend.
It's just... I don't even know if Harry Kane could even move any of his arms. He had his arms, he had his arms, he had his shorts, he had everything.
Even his missus doesn't grip him that tight. Fucking hell. And he gives that. Guendouzi's a brave man with that hair running around there tonight, Jack, with the general out there, Romero.
Oh, well done, Moon Boots. Show him the floor.
I knew I'd enjoy tonight watching us in possession. I just knew it. So even the little simple things, them little cushion headers back in where Davison or Davies are playing them out, you know, to reset and everything. It's beautiful.
Zoe saying Longley and Perisic showing their class by playing well together already.
Look, that's why they've been playing in the Champions League for so long. You know, especially in Perisic's case, won the Champions League. You know, so I mean, these guys. The reason why they playing it is because they're at the level we need them to be at. Comfortable on the ball, no panicking, rise to the big occasion. And that's why they're settling in like a duck to water.
Big up, Derek Hutchinson. Good evening to you, my man. Hopefully you keep him well. Big up, Derek.
Good to see you, my man. Marseille looking to build something down here out wide.
To Tavares, back to Guendouzi.
We really do close up the gaps well when we sit in.
Mm-hmm. Back post. Well done by Perisic.
Good pressure. What?
He forgot.
How's that? Looked like the Marseille player kicked that out.
I didn't even see Perisic put a foot out. Klaus with the throw in. Finds Veretout. Veretout. To Mbemba. Bailly. Plays it out for a goal kick. They don't have a lot of options, I must say. In fact, they're really finding it hard to break the lines. Any of these Marseille players, as much as they've sort of gotten deep into our half, I feel like they've been finding it hard actually to play through the middle.
Yeah, no, 100% they have, lad. 100% they have. And if you look at the last two players that touched the ball from Marseille before that went out, go for a goal kick. As soon as they get that ball pressed,
lovely Sonny.
Oh, ref! Oh my God!
Just because he went down, ref, doesn't mean you just. Adrian Chia with a super chat saying, "Big up, lads. Measured approach by Conte as usual." Yes, Adrian, definitely. Yeah. And I think he just wants 3 points right away here, Adrian. He knows that starting off the right way in the Champions League will be the right sort of momentum, the right sort of confidence that can give these players what they need in order to have a good campaign. And I think he's not a fool by rotating or seeing an opportunity to rotate here. He knows that he can find other weeks to maybe rotate the squad or see some players rested a bit, where he knows he has to go with his strongest lineups, I think, for these two games. So absolutely, Adrian, big up, my man.
Master plan. And look, I wouldn't expect us to press tonight either, because sitting back in, it looks like we are going to try and play the game while conserving maybe a bit of energy for City. Look, I trust Conte. I trust in everything he does. He hasn't given me any reason not to, you know.
Throw in the Spurs.
It's that Marseille player gone down for. He's just diving everywhere. It's disgraceful.
Simon Davis saying, "I feel much more comfortable with Romero and Longley at the back." Absolutely. Derek Hutchinson saying, "Longley and Davies is no contest. Come on, you Spurs." Big up, Derek. Absolutely, my man. Tequila 316. Good to see it. Tequila saying, "Big up Irish and the Flat Cap Army." Tequila, hopefully you're keeping well, brother.
Big up. And look, it is no comparison. And Jack, like, the reason why I talk about it is because when you're sloppy in possession, it then makes you nervous out of possession, you know, and it has a knock-on effect to the midfield, to the forward lines, to the wing backs. So, you know, we've just got to realize now, you know, Romero and Langley, and we've got to have ball playing centre backs, just like we did when we played under Pochettino at Alderweireld and Vertonghen. It's crucial to the way, especially to try and honour the Tottenham way. It's crucial to have ball playing centre backs. Marseille on the ball here, deep in their own half.
Back to the keeper, Lopez plays out wide to Mbemba.
Yeah,
Mbemba sends it long to Longley. Oof.
As soon as he gets the ball, him and Bailly press them. They will give you the ball. They will. You'll take it off them in a good position.
Great throw in by Perisic, deep into the half. Richarlison goes out for a corner for Spurs.
Gianni Di Vio will come into play here now. This is Gianni time.
Secret weapon time.
Let's get a good ball into the box.
Big up Moosehead. Sonny and Bentancur close to each other, lining up for it.
Going for a short one, it looks like here. Just get a good ball in the box. One for us to go and attack. Win the first one.
Trying to get a grip of Harry Kane's kit. Sonny with the ball in, near post.
Not even enough height on it. It's shite.
Especially even for a near post one.
Well retrieved by Emerson. Let's keep the pressure on. Shift it across. Well done.
Højbjerg going for a ping. Oh, that's poor from Pierre. That's poor.
It's like his boots were sponsored by Ping there. It's poor ball. Just sloppy possession. You don't need to be giving away.
Yeah, no need. You're right. But Sonny!
Oh! Nearly caught Paul Lopez sleeping there.
Oh, he's caught. Oh,
referee's too soft. He's too soft.
I remember this ref though. He gives away a lot of free kicks. This ref, I remember him.
You can't tackle them without them going down. Shocking.
Falling to Garrison. To Guendouzi. And Bemba. To Garrison. Finds Roniger. Or Rongier.
They're offering absolutely nothing in possession.
Oh, well done, Longley.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Well done, Longley. Oh, Rich.
He's just so good on the football. He doesn't
Guendouzi.
panic. Nearly set Richarlison away there.
Tavares gets picked. Finds Kane.
No runners off him.
Perisic. Back to Longley. Switches it wide to Romero. Great urgency there. Romero. Oh, lovely.
Pass.
Finds Rich. Bentoncourt.
Oh,
sir!
Sir! Yes, sir. Sir.
Ripsy 85. Richie's hair looks glued on, says Ripsy. It's all natural, Ripsy. You know that. Beautiful pass by Bentoncourt. Oh! I thought he was going to play Emerson there.
Oh, no, it's a good start. I love seeing us that tidy in possession. It gives me a lot of confidence going forward, to be honest with you.
Oh, beautiful from Pierre. Richie, time and space.
Oh, man.
There,
Bentoncourt.
Here we go. Bentoncourt.
Oh, poor pass.
Come on, lads.
Bit lackadaisical there in the midfield at times. What a ball by Højbjerg, though, to get us away.
Yeah.
Like, they're the balls you need to be playing through the lines, not left to right like we do when we have other players in there. It's got to be forward, progressive, to give your players time in the spaces they need. It's good football to start with. We're starting very well. I've seen Tottenham be nervous on European nights. We don't look that tonight. Oh, look at that. It's beautiful by Langley. It's heading it back to Lloris. Just so calm. Just makes everyone else short around him. Go on the ball. He's gone long to absolutely nobody.
Oh,
they've given it straight back to us. That's
really
a
sloppy
gift.
possession.
Into Rich. Oh no, who's that? Dyer. No, Kane.
No, it's Kane.
Højbjerg, good ball into Richarlison again.
Fouled by the looks of things.
Go on, Emerson. Like a train. Go on, Kane. Straight to the keeper.
Lopez sends it along to Romero. Chests it down. Finds Emerson. Emerson. Plays it to Moon Boots. Moon Boots, bit of time here.
Loads of time.
Moon Boots goes for a ping.
Oh, what
finds
a ball.
Perisic. Nice touch by Perisic.
Perisic looking for a quick throw. No one else on his wavelength. Showing his experience there. Kane and Son, not one of them are looking like they want it. Oh, Perisic's going for a long one.
Oh, he loves a long throw.
Oh, he loves it. I can feel something off the back of this. Just win that first header.
Oh, fakes us all out there. Longley with the went for a deep ball in. I would have taken some skill. Poor from
Dyer. Not Dyer,
so
ladies
poor.
and gentlemen.
So
Dyer,
poor.
ladies and gentlemen. People are going to blame Romero.
Please. Win that. Oh, win that! Forward, Moon Boots. Jesus. But why? You can also win it again, though. Why is he then asking for? Why? Oh, it's
just so annoying. Like Bentoncourt, Langley. Oh, and that's what happened.
No. What I mean to say is, then he then hits it off the player, jogs after it, only not to win then the throw in. When really he should have won that tackle in the first place. Once he got that, that second chance to win the tackle, he couldn't even win it. Once he got that second chance. It's just poor. Oh, beautiful from Richie.
He gives
Sir! Oh, wow. Now he doesn't give one. Raf!
I say on the attack here.
There's there. Jonathan Klaus. Ball in.
Well done, Dyer. I'll do. It's just like, why are we giving up our like shots when we don't need to be doing it? It's so annoying. Like, there's just a distinct difference on the ball and defending, even between Dyer and the other two either side of him. Like, it started by him not being good on the ball, and then just no motivation to go and win that tackle either. The lack of motivation to win that ball concerns me, actually. It's good pressing by Højbjerg, though, coming out in the middle. That's
Well
it, Sonny.
done,
Press him. I
getting
told
stuck
you, he's
here.
shit on the ball.
Fine, Pierre. Lovely.
He's absolutely crap on the ball. Keep pressing him. Oh, win that, win that. Oh, Emerson steamrolling in behind Richarlison. You got to jump, kid.
Win that, Romero. Oh,
that's
Tavares still
shocking.
galloping. Well done,
Emerson. That's a
Good
bad
tracking
missed
back.
tackle by Emerson or by Romero there. That's bad.
Good tracking back by Emerson, Dave. He was the last man. I mean, completely there. I mean, I think he was behind the last man from Marseille. You had to do a lot of tracking back.
Yeah, no, it was. It was great.
Tavares, that's the only thing he's really good at as well, is running. He's actually quite quick.
But Sonny's getting a bit of joy pressing that guy over that side. You know, anytime he gets the ball, Sonny needs to get full press on him.
Yeah. He's picked his pocket a few times. You're right, Dave.
He needs to get full press on him. You will get joy out of him. He will give away a goal. You've got to keep pressing that side. Forget the other side. Make them work it across and then full press on that guy. Reese to Romero. Across the Langley. The footwork just to create the angle to give it to Højbjerg.
Perisic.
Then leaves it. Oh. We've got to be a bit more assured on the ball going forward. It seems to be breaking down when we get it into the final, up into the final stages. Press him. Go, Sonny.
Well done, Pierre.
Oh,
good try, Sonny. Oh, it's us, sir.
Tottenham throwing up.
Oh, what?
For fuck's sake.
Can this line judge do his job?
He's too busy admiring the stadium, I think, Jack.
He's got a game to be watching right there. I mean, it's right in front of his eyes.
So frustrating.
Oh, well done, Richie. Show him the floor. Oh, there's not. Sir, I asked for you earlier, ref, to give us a call there. Now you've given that as well, sir. Holy Christ.
Oh, right.
Ref, please, please, sir. Please, sir, just let the boys play. We're just trying to play a game here.
He wanted to endear himself with the fans, leaving that one on Guendouzi there, Jack, or Richarlison. You know, he just wants to make it. He's not happy with the love he's getting. He wants more. Referee loves blowing that whistle, though, Jack. He loves that whistle.
Must love the cameras here. Must be seeing the quality of the cameras in the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Just be thinking, you know what, need to kind of get on these a bit more. He's been feeling good about himself, Dave. Clearly pumping the iron, you know, and all that good stuff. So I don't know. It's a bit embarrassing. It's a bit too obvious. He's making it too obvious, though.
Oh, he's loving it. The referee is loving it.
Short free kick here.
Oh, good pressure by Richarlison.
Wow, this has been sloppy from both teams. This has been sloppy, honestly, for both teams, I must say, in possession.
Their back line is shambolic on the football. Absolutely shambolic. If we wanted to press them, we'd get so much joy.
Long throw into Hugo. We escape a bit of pressure there. Romero.
Plenty of ball players on that wants it.
Longley tried to find a pass, but didn't see anybody. Pierre. Oh, lovely pass from
what
Pierre.
A ball.
Sonny. Good try. Cleared away by
Perisic, look how quickly he's trying to get the game going back every time. More people need to get on his wavelength.
I agree. Kane. Back to Longley.
Across the Bentekers.
What
a ball.
Finds Richie.
What a layup. Dyer. So far off it. It's twice going forward. You can't get the ball under control. I like the way he's breaking out from midfield. I like that, but just get it under control. What a layoff there by Richarlison. It was beautiful. Igor Tudor not happy.
Such a fun name to say, I must say.
Yeah. I want a ball by Bentancur.
Richie,
What
find your man, find your man,
Emerson.
Emerson. There you go,
Look at him. Look
Emerson.
at Dyer.
Somebody, there you go. To Sonny,
Sonny,
there you go.
back
Go on,
to
Emerson.
Emerson. Go on, crack it.
Ah,
Oh,
why?
kept in by Perisic. Back across. Anyone
Close.
coming in?
Win this, Emerson.
Uh,
Ah!
oh, oh. That's better though. Going forward, that's much better. Just keep her rolling. What's he rolling around for? Get up, you idiot!
No one even touched him. Why is he holding
No
his
one near
face?
him. Oh, that was much better going forward. Emerson just couldn't get their direction on or the angle on his shot.
Oh my lord. You forgot something.
Oh, I wouldn't mind you had moon boots sprinting through the middle as well. What is wrong with this guy? Everyone in the comments, what do you make of our start so far? Let us know. Let me see what people in this chat are saying here whenever it decides to load up. Oh, no. Someone said goal in the chat. You better be taking the piss. Better be taking the piss, Crankshire. Keela 316 says, this is very dull. I can't hide it. It is a bit boring, if I'm being honest. A lot of play, getting into the forward line. It's just not sticking, my man. We need to work harder and better with that at times. We are trying to lay off balls and play it as quick as we can. But maybe what we need to do is maybe just try and get the foot on the ball while further up and get a bit of sustained pressure for a little while, maybe.
Yeah, everybody's
Adrian
just
Long.
saying sloppy. I think it's been sloppy football from both sides. I actually think if we were a bit less sloppy on it, we'd probably be 1-0 up by now, actually, at this stage. I think, to be fair, we look like a much better team. We've just been playing a bit sloppy ourselves. I do like, though, how we have looked on the ball, at least from being able to create chances. It's just been, I don't know,
it will click,
sort of
though.
touches here and there, passes here and there, a bit loose. But we've been able to open them up. You can tell actually quite easily at times.
Like once we go forward, there's so much space in behind that back lane or back line. Now we've just got to exploit it. Once we exploit it, and it will click, they're put to bed. The game will look a lot easier. Right now, we're just our own worst enemy going forward with a few loose touches. Romero, back to Hugo. Pumps it long. Doesn't give Richarlison any chance to win it.
Emerson, show him the floor.
Well done. Oh, this is starting to get very frustrating. It is really starting to frustrate me. Go on, Kane. They're so shit on the ball back there. We've got to press them. I know we don't. I know we won't, but there's an opportunity there to do it. Tottenham free kick. It's not taking an hour to get it underway. Well done, Ben Deckers. The moon boots. Romero into Emerson. Emerson, what a ball around the corner to Harry Kane.
Oh, lovely.
Kane
oh, yes, Emerson. You have him.
It's frustrating.
That's a good
Just
example.
Didn't have his head up there whatsoever.
That's a good example, I think, of what's gone wrong for us. It's just been, we're opening them up, and then it's just, one little loose touch or pass or whatever it may be.
It's right at the final second as well. It's that final ball. Emerson was clean through. Say with a long ball over the top. Well dealt with by Romero. Lovely cushion header to Emerson, and we're back on the ball. And then he just gives it away like that. It's not good advertisement for us. Højbjerg gets caught ball watching.
Bit of time and space here for Garrison.
Do not
dare,
give
sir.
that.
Thank you, ref.
What is
poor pass? Lovely.
Fucking
it's yours there. It's yours there, Longley.
Oh man, it's that
good
pass
block from Pierre. Goes out for a corner. Maybe Hugo's
got to pissing me off.
Hugo's got to get there.
It's that final ball that's absolutely killing us.
The flicks are just a little off, says Neil Shafton, and that's a good way to actually put it. It's just those flicks, those one-touch passes, right when we need them to be perfect, are just a bit off. I think that's spot on.
We're in control of this game, though. Make no mistake about that. We're in full control of this game. It's just we're letting ourselves down going forward. But I'm not worried about Marseille whatsoever.
Joseph here with the super chat saying David and Jack, they left their guts at home. Not good. Joseph, I see what you're saying, my man, but don't you worry. I think we're looking good in certain ways, my man. And we're like Neil says, just some of these flicks, some of these kind of one touch passing just hasn't exactly been perfect. But we've still been able to break the lines. We've still been able to get through them quite
Yeah.
easily at times. Don't you worry, Joseph. Really appreciate it, my man. Big
Like,
up.
if you think about it, the only opportunity we've really given them up is the one that Dyer gave them. Apart from that, they've offered absolutely nothing in possession. Marseille, I'm not worried about. I get we're frustrating, and I'm not sure guts is the right word. But look, I'll be honest. I'm just not worried. We are in control of this game. Hopefully, it doesn't come back to bite me in the ass. But we got to be better going forward because everyone could see the space in behind. Once you get one ball in, they're done for. They're like butter on toast.
Emerson, not time to switch yet. Good blocks from the boys.
It's the first bit of sustained pressure Marseille have actually had.
Yeah, we got caught out. We got caught a bit disjointed there.
His stream is annoying. Anytime the ball's out of play, it's fine. And anytime the ball comes back into play, it stalls. Paramount Plus need to do something.
Computer's telling me it's not working very hard, Dave, so I'm sorry. Maybe I'll refresh it.
Your computer's not working hard. That's good.
Yeah, it's not very hot at all, or, it's not choppy, at least it's not telling me that it is.
It could just be on my end either.
Richarlison.
Fresh. Ref. Well done. Good decision, referee. It's a free kick there and a free kick there. Why is Hugo not catching that? There's no one around.
People are upset with Hugo for that.
Yeah, why is he not catching that? Like again, the guy you're supposed to look to be the most calm in the room, your captain, your oldest player, and he's fluffing his lines when there's no one around him. Just take that.
Oh, get there. Yes, Sonny. So yes, Pierre. Find. There you go. Lovely.
Yes,
find Emerson.
West Ham. Idiot. It's annoying. It's a good play by Tottenham, though.
Long line.
Langley. Lovely first time ball forward. Sonny wants it. Or
lovely, Pierre. And he gets fouled as well. Ref. Sir, can we have the advantage? Thank you, sir.
Sonny's annoying me as well. Don't call for the ball and then not get yourself in a position to protect it. Fuck. He's standing there calling for it. And he's waiting for it to come right to him before he tries anything. Get yourself in there and protect it. They're not going to let you have the ball. It's a free kick, though. Yellow card there, no?
Should have been. I'm not sure if I saw.
Moon boots into Bentancur. Bentancur out to Romero. Romero, look at the bodies.
That's a Bentancur. It's a moon boots.
Good ball. Good pass by Langley.
Yes.
Richarlison, you, Sonny.
Richie. Well,
shot wasn't on.
Bentancur to Kane. Went for a shot as well. Gets blocked.
Wrong
long
option.
line.
This is better though.
Pass from long line.
Fucking hell.
Win that. Oh, yes. Lovely. Oh, win that. Please. Thank you, Emerson. Thank you, Emerson. Yes, Richie. Bit of time for Kane here.
Get a good cross in. Back post. Look at Højbjerg. Look at Salzburg.
Kane.
I don't.
Back up.
Højbjerg screaming for it as well. He's so free. That's better though. At least we're progressing from the halfway line up into their half.
Definitely.
Højbjerg's so free.
I didn't
Twice he had the chance.
God, Højbjerg just found himself.
Go on. Richie. His back line is so shaky.
With a quick super chat. Heard around the ground here, Dave. Napoli 2-0 up on Liverpool. And Gisa with a nice goal as well. Kim Min Jae, maybe he'll make it a third there, Dark Sun G. Who knows? Maybe he'll make it a third. But Karen Klopp currently crying in Italy, everybody. There you are. Heard around the ground from Dark Sun G. Big up, my man. Adrian G is... Sorry,
now we just need a Tottenham win, lad.
There you
You
go.
know, Chelsea losing, Liverpool losing. That could be the Klopp could find himself in a lot of trouble this season. His 7th year at Dortmund didn't go so well, and this is his 7th year at Liverpool. It's not going so well.
Adrian Chia saying our layoffs not finding targets need to be more composed. I think that's a good
Spot
way to
on.
put it too. Yeah, it's the layoffs. It's those first time sort of kind of sideways passes to get it to someone else to get it going. Adrian, some of the just the one touch, kind of 1-2 passing is just not really, totally clicking or not totally synced, you could say, Adrian. And I don't really know what to say about that. There's not really a whole lot you can do about it because they have the right ideas, Adrian. They have the right ideas in their head. Emerson just showing him the weight room, getting stuck in, plays a good ball. Oh. I don't know if he needed to play Kane in behind there, but
no,
he might have gotten fouled. I think the referee's given us a free kick for it. Well done,
about
Emerson.
time.
Well done, Emerson. Got absolutely stuck in here.
About time.
Oh, sir. Sir. It's a bit naughty there, sir. Just because Emerson took his lunch, not allowed to just swipe at him after. But Adrian Gia, big up, my man. Yeah, we'll get more composed. Don't you worry.
We'll go in. We'll go in at halftime 1-up. I'm convinced of that. And I think, look, even if we don't, you bring on Kulu Sexy, things might start clicking. But the good thing is we're controlling the game and we are getting forward. It's just that final layoff, that final pass, that will click.
Sonny.
Again, another shit delivery.
Yeah, not a great delivery.
Good pass by Højbjerg. Takes the pressure off completely. Emerson. Get out to right wing back, you madman. Perisic.
Yeah.
I'd like to see Perisic try and get forward a bit more down that side.
Yeah, I think Emerson's been getting further forward than Perisic has. But well done here. Oh.
Again, it's just so frustrating, man.
It's one of the front three each time, Dave. It's like one of their flicks or layoffs is just a bit off. You know what I mean? It's one of them.
It will click. It will click. It's just frustrating the hell out of me because if that clicked, we'd be 3 or 4-0 up by now. So easy.
Yeah, it's just one moment it's Sunny, the next moment it's
the amount of
Kane, the
space
next one it's Richie.
behind. Once we get one ball in behind, they've so much time to think about their finish. They'll put it away. Oh, come on. Marseille on the ball here, looking to go forward.
Well done, Rich.
Well done, Richarlison. Someone get in there. Well done.
Yes, Rich. Yes, Rich.
Go
on, son.
Go on the outside. There's no one there. You may go. Gives it back to Emerson.
There you go. There you go. There you go.
Space, Emerson. Lucky. Please. Go quicker. Switches the ball. Not bad. It'll do. Perisic. Such a good position. He's waiting for the support. He's just got to go. Emerson there. Put the head down and go. Mero back to Moon Boots. Move it quick to Højbjerg. Højbjerg, lovely ball around the corner to Bentancur. Another lovely ball to Sonny who he just cannot get hold of that fucking football. This is what I'm saying. He's got to learn to deal with the pressure, be stronger. Now we're left in a 2-on-2 here. 3-on-2. Marseille players are flooding forward. Can he pick out the pass? Yes, he does. Tracking back by Langley. Tracking back. Fair play.
Perisic. Might have been Perisic. Yeah.
Sonny's got to be anticipating the ball coming in there and being ready for it. It's like he's not ready for the ball to come into him. He's being muscled off it every single time he's touched it. He's got to wake up. He's got to realize he's in a game here. Am I being harsh, Jack? Do you think I'm being harsh on Sonny there? Or do you think he's got to expect the contact and he's got to learn to hold them off?
I thought he did well there at first, and then he couldn't get a hold of it at one stage, kind of like you said. I thought his first touch wasn't even that poor, and then it was just the second touch after it. So it wasn't even the case of the first touch being poor there. I'm actually just thinking. I think people are being a bit harsh to Emerson. I think in the comments, but I know naturally I always say that. But people are saying Emerson's their worst player on the pitch. I think he's been finding himself in great positions and has honestly been getting stuck in for us as well at plenty of occasions. But
Richie,
Richie
Sonny, knock it on for Kane.
and Kane. There
Give
you
it to him.
go. There
Go
you
on,
go.
Kane.
Ah!
Oh, what a chance. What a ball. That's much better by Sonny. Running at them, releases it to Harry Kane. Much better by Sonny. Ball in behind. Probably could have given it to Kane earlier. Slows it down. Gives it to Kane. He just rolls it across goals wide. That's much better by Tottenham, though, going forward. And that's what I'm talking about. The space is there all night long if we can just make sure of it. That's
Went for an
much better.
interesting shot there, Kane. Tried to drag it, tried to catch,
Yeah.
tried to use Bailly for his advantage there. Tried to.
I think he should have just smashed that, Jack. Put the lasers through it.
I'm always a fan of the far post finish, Dave. Always a fan of it, but I think that one is like you're really asking yourself a lot there.
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah.
if he wants to make it easier on himself, he would go near post.
Yeah, if I was him, I would have put my lasers through that. I would have smashed that near post. Referee blowing his whistle again. He just can't help it. This guy cannot help it. Oh, I can't help it. Phil Kane should have put us one up there, though.
Yeah. I just think he needs to get on target there at least. Maybe that's where we're disappointed. He just get on target.
You're spot on.
However, whenever, regardless of when you think he should have received it, he still had all the time in the world to think about putting it on target. And so I just think he needs to get on target there. But we know Harry Kane will the next time he gets that chance.
I think you're spot on. For him, for Harry Kane, that's a glorious chance. Guendouzi, good block by Romero.
He can just force a save at least. Like, he can force a save at least. Oh, but great ball.
Misses it.
The whole line stepped up there. The whole line stepped up. That was a great ball, actually.
Oh, he got caught there. He got caught there. We got to stay
Emerson and Romero here, Dave. Look, the whole line steps up.
It's more on Emerson. He's not even there.
Yeah, it's poor on Emerson there.
Romero's marking somebody. Emerson, but 2 runners off Emerson, but he's not even aware that one of them's coming in behind.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, Richie. Oh. Well won. Win this again, Højbjerg. Well done. Let's go, Sonny. Tries to get it over top for Harry. Midfielders, one of these picked out. Don't let it bounce. 2 of them watching it. Do not switch off before halftime. I beg you. Please do not. Oh, they have no attack down this right-hand side whatsoever. They have absolutely nothing. We've got to punish them for being so bad. We really do. Just got to punish them.
Is that maybe why some people are upset with our performance, Dave? Because some people seem pretty upset with the performance so far. Is it because we know that we should probably be plenty up by them? We should be asserting our dominance a bit more?
Oh, don't get me wrong. I mean, I think, yeah, we've been sloppy enough in possession when we get it to the forward lines, but it's only a matter of that once that clicks, all you need it to do is click once and we'll beat them. For me, Marseille haven't actually offered anything going forward. They haven't. We haven't offered much going forward either. I think it's been a pretty bland game, but I'm not worried. I think we're in control of this game. I think we have to be a lot sharper going forward and a lot better. But once we do that in the second half, Conte will rattle them. I think you'll see a much improved Tottenham. I'm not worried. See, when Marseille just are doing things like that, I've nothing to be worried about. We've just got to be so much better in possession. We have everyone. I think everybody's been guilty of giving away sloppy ball at times, but it will click. It's a lovely ball.
Oh, Sonny put on the burners here.
Who's up supporting him? Harry Kane's trying to get that's poor, son. You've got to hold that up and wait for players to get up in support. He's been poor.
Yeah.
Harry Kane has been poor as well. Richarlison's been poor. It's just not clicking going forward. Press. That's it. Make them kick it back. Let's get at them again. Win that. Lovely. Oh, Bentekers. He's so smooth in the middle. Smooth criminal. What is that by? Who was that? Perisic. That's just shit. been a pretty dull half in terms of chances, though, I have to admit. Let's break. Money just get fucking control of the football. It's like a bouncy ball going around there.
Napoli
Honestly.
3-0 on Liverpool right now.
Wow.
Holy shit. That's huge. 3-0.
Klopp could be the next one going in the morning. Come on, Tottenham. See out this half. Do not concede right at the end of this half, please. Do not switch off. He's looking to cut in and have a shot. Gone out down Emerson's side. Someone get out to him.
Back
Too slow to
post.
get
Well
out there.
done. Cleared away by Sonny.
Win that.
Richie.
Got to be stronger in the air. I suppose he is up against a colossal, though, to be fair.
Tavares, Veratu. To
Guendouzi, do
Guendouzi.
not let him shoot. Do not let him shoot!
Win
Good
that,
save by
Emerson.
Hugo.
Sir!
That's a free. Oh, how's he not giving that? How's he not giving that?
It's 2 times. It's a late tackle there, sir.
It's been a very frustrating half, this. Blow it up, referee. Get them in at halftime. Let Conte take strips off them.
No.
Oh, there you have it, everybody.
One, Dave. It's a weird one. Yeah, everybody, give us your thoughts into the comments below, please. Everybody, we will be putting up your comments up on screen. Don't you worry. But 0-0 right now to Spurs. Probably, you could say, a performance that we know could be a lot better. Weirdly, though, I must say my initial thought is I'm quite comfortable, despite knowing that Spurs I know can play better than this. I just feel I'm just weirdly still comfortable, but we probably should be frustrated that some of these passes, some of these flick-ons haven't come together. We maybe should be frustrated that we know that they need to be a bit more clinical. Perhaps this is a bit similar to that Fulham game where we were a bit wasteful, in fact, with some of our flick-ons and some of our passes to each other. But my initial thoughts are that I still feel like we're in control here. So I'm going to keep the faith that Spurs will be grabbing a goal here.
I think we're in control as well. Look, I think a couple of things are picked out. I think stop trying to get the ball to Sonny's feet. He does not have the physicality to hold him off. We've seen twice there at the end of the half. Get Sonny running in behind. You've got to get your head up early and start putting them balls in behind. He has oceans of space to run into. If after that, if he doesn't take advantage, that's on him. I think Harry Kane and Richarlison, at times, same with Sonny giving away the ball. It's that final ball that even in their own half, it's that final ball where the space is all in behind. It's just not clicking. I do think it will click, but it's been highly, highly frustrating. I think I'd say to them forward players, I'm giving you all another 15 minutes, and Kulusevski will be warming up and will come on if this continues. I'd be giving them a warning sign. I think defensively, I think we've been good in the ball. Maybe you could move it a bit quicker. Midfield, I think Bentancur and Højbjerg have been okay. But it's just up front where the ball's not sticking. It's bouncing around. It's like a fucking ping pong ball. Someone needs to get their foot on it, get some control, and start playing around in their half. I get the way we're trying to play in our half to counterattack them and use all that space in behind. But someone's got to get the ball up front, get their foot on the ball, and just slow it down a little and just get some composure up there.
Yeah, absolutely. Wes, you're in the chat, my man. I'm just going to be putting you up on screen here. Wes, what are your thoughts on the game here, my man? What do you have to say here? And I do apologize, everybody. For some reason, you're not coming up perfectly here, but what are your thoughts, my man?
Or like we want to. We're just not getting the passes done, and our passing has been like completely off. Especially Bentancur. Bentancur, he had two times where he'll cross the ball and it'd be way behind Perisic. He also had Longley mess up a couple passes as well. Lloris with that crazy catch
Wes, might be my fault. I might have to click you out and come back in, my man. Click you out and then come back in, and then we're going to put you back in. It might be on my end, brother. But just click the same link and come back in.
I kind of think Wes has a point there in terms of some of the nervousness there. Like Hugo Lloris, we already seen with him being nervous back there, what it done against West Ham. And then that punch away when all he has to do is claim it. I mean, you know, if we have a sport over here called Gaelic football, and straight, you just go up, pluck it out of the air. It's a simple thing to do. Why is he punching it? I do not know. Stuff like that, especially at Neil Hall, cannot happen in the second half because we will get bit like we done against West Ham. So we need to come out here. We need to start the game fast. We need to be assured in possession. We got to cut out some of that sloppiness because we will be caught out if we do not address that this second half. And the evidence was there against West Ham. So Conte's not happy. Conte is not happy. I mean, the outlads saying they can't score, we are poor. I mean, that's the thing. Marseille are offering absolutely nothing. I'm not afraid of them. It's poor on our end because for me, we're dominating the game, but we're not turning it into chances or goals.
Yeah, definitely. I know exactly what you're saying. Sorry about that, Wes, my man, but I'm going to hand you a few super chats here, Wes. Dark Sun G, just first, though, I'm going to answer this one saying Napoli 3-0 over Liverpool. Goal by Simeone. Nice finish. It's good to be seeing Dark Sun G. And Klopp is crying out in Italy, my man. Hopefully he has a bit of a nice wine, perhaps some pizza in order to dab his tears with. Adrian Chia saying Herdouzi is bossing the midfield. Just making sure, let me get to it. Herdouzi bossing the midfield, need more bite in there. Wes, are you a bit concerned perhaps with all the possession Marseille are having, or do you think it's just possession for possession's sake? Where do you feel like Spurs could do better in the midfield?
I feel like they've been definitely passing the ball. Their cohesion in the final third on our side of the pitch has been way better than what we've been doing. We can barely get past our own half line the way it's looking. And the only way we do that is through the one-touch passing, which a lot of times doesn't make it to the right target. Where Richarlison, he done had some mess-ups too. I was going to say that too because he does like a little dink ball that goes too high. And he should understand that Royale is not the type of player that is dribble savvy. He's not a technical player. He has to figure that out. And that's just because he hasn't been playing really on that side with Royale and with a lot of games. It's really been Kulusevski. Kulusevski got figured out a way to play with Royale. He understands he can't control the ball that well. So him just doing a little one-touch dink passes, thinking he's going to control it and go to the races. If that was Spence, that'd be a different story. But no, that's not Spence. That's Royale, Casino Royale. And he's looking like it because he hasn't really bum rushed forward, but that one time, and he again could not control the ball.
Do you feel like you could say the same thing with Perisic though? Because I don't think Perisic has gotten into as good a position as Royale has. In fact, I would say Perisic has gotten into better positions than Royale has.
Yeah, and
Royale has gotten into better positions than Perisic has.
Yeah, that's the one thing about Royale. Royale gets in the right positions, but he doesn't have a technical ability. If he had a technical ability, I don't think anybody would be complaining about Royale because Royale does get in the right positions. Perisic usually does too. I don't know what's going on today.
What's stopping Perisic from getting into them?
Yeah, I don't even know. Like I don't understand why he's not getting into the right positions. But really, that may be because of Son. Son has been, if you're looking at the left side, Son has been struggling holding ball. His hold up play for this whole season has been nothing but trash. It's been nothing but trash. He gets beat off every single time. If he touched the ball a little, he just touches the ball a little bit and he lets the man literally take the ball and he just stands there and it's getting on my nerves. And it almost makes me want to feel like he needs to get subbed off if he keeps doing that. If he's not fighting to keep the ball, hey, you have no business being on the field then.
I agree with you, Wes. And the Outlaw says it in the chat there as well. He's fuming. He wants him off. I mean, the thing is, he's sitting there calling for the ball.
Yeah.
But then he's not putting himself in a position to shield it when it's coming in. And he's leaving himself with a 50-50 battle that he knows he can't win. So if he's calling for the ball, he's got to get in a position where he's being able to hold them off, use his body to block them. But he's
draw
not.
A foul or something.
And they're stronger than him. And they're just blowing him off the ball. Across that whole front line, it's been absolutely ridiculous. I think Wes is absolutely spot on when he talks about Richarlison doing these flicks, try to do them around the corner. Kulusevski would take that ball in. He'll hold them off and try to play it in behind. I think he's spot on there. Kane needs to start getting a grip and being guilty at not holding up the ball at times as well. That's really frustrating.
Kane missed the key pass. When I don't know who was open, but I think it was Richarlison was making the run. Kane did not pass, or was it the one where he had the easy cross, and I think either the Højbjerg or Perisic was wide open in the box. He had two. He also had two chances where he completely botched it, kind of being, I have to hate to say it, but a little bit selfish. he understands we got to get the first goal. You know, we got to get
Just
that
like
first
Fulham
goal.
then, Wes? Are you getting Fulham vibes? We're being a
I
bit
don't know.
wasteful yet again?
I think we're definitely being wasteful. That's clear as obvious. We're giving up the ball like it's on Christmas out here. You know, it's just then we're not cohesive. We're not cohesed at all. And I think that's because this particular lineup has not played together a whole bunch in serious games. Maybe in practice they have put them together, but it's clear as day. Some of them that they're partnering with on either side of the pitch, they don't know each other. It's clear as day, especially when it comes to Richarlison or Real. They don't understand how each other plays, and they're not going off the positive of what Real can bring that can help Richarlison. And Richarlison is not helping what Real can do. So it's clear as day there's something like that going on. I think he may have to change something in that nature, either put in Doherty or somebody at the right wing back, keep Perisic or move Perisic to right, and then have somebody come in on the left wing or have somebody come to the left wing back. Luckily we have options on the bench. That's what I'm not too crazy about, because we at least did the work on the transfer window, even though people are kind of upset that we didn't get the attacking midfielder or another center back. We do have a bench. That's clear as that we have a bench. So he can change something if he just gets fed up with this. And I'm sure he probably will. He's probably gonna give them 10 minutes. He's going to give them 10 minutes to see what they do. If they don't show anything, he's going to start having the players walk out and start training to get hot and heated so that they can get subbed down.
Definitely. Jerome here with the super chat saying, poor first half because I know the boys can play so much better than this. And I think that's how a lot of Spurs fans feel right now, Jerome. And it's good to see you in the chat here, my man. And we want to see you on those fan shows, Jerome. We need you on those fan shows. We need that voice, brother. But I completely agree. I think you summarized it very, very well there, Jerome. And we know that we can be a lot better. And in fact, I am getting Fulham vibes from this one. Just nice football, nice kind of one-touch passing. Like even Donovan Osterreicher says, with the member super chat, feels like just one pass away, one, nice touch away from a goal. It's just simply Fulham, though. That's exactly what we were saying about that game, where we were just being a bit floppy in the final moments, right, Wes?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think I don't know if a lot of people agreed with my video I did for that Fulham game, but I wasn't really too enthused about that Fulham game like other people were. That game, we played very good football, but we didn't really hammer anything really. We were missing some easy stuff. Sometimes missing some easy passes in the final third. I was very mid on that game, and I'm like, we can't be doing this in the Champions League. We can't be doing this when we're getting into the other cup competitions. We have to start actually rolling forward and actually start playing our football. If we don't start some type of thing where we're playing solid, where we're actually playing above ourselves, this can all fall down very quickly. We saw this happen 2 years ago with Mourinho. We were top of the league. We were top of the league for like a month and a half, 2 months or something like that. All went raining down very quick, and half of that because of injuries and so forth. We didn't have a bench, but things can change very quickly in football. We have to got to get this team to start rolling, and I mean rolling, because right now it's not.
Everybody just needs to wake up. Everybody needs to sharpen. They need to realize it's 9 o'clock in the evening. You know what I mean? Be more alert. Wake up. Sharpen up. Get your first touch correct. Make sure you're passing it. They're wearing all white. It's supposed to be an honor of the great Bill Nick team.
I know.
Starting off in Europe, so start representing that. Just
and that's a big deal for me.
I feel at times they feel like they're in that much control of the game that the sloppiness starts to creep in. Lenglet's giving away a few passes. Højbjerg is giving away one or two. Bentancur, Romero, Emerson, Richarlison, Kane, Son, they're all giving away the ball. And we better not see the same fate that we've seen against West Ham. Because if we do, there's a problem there. There's a massive, massive problem there. And all this game needs in this second half is just people to wake up a little bit. Just be more alert, be more sharper. It's all this half takes. They are offering absolutely nothing going forward. Absolutely zero. They do not have the quality. We've nothing to be afraid of. So get on the ball and get at them the second half. Get it over nice and early so we can start rotating and get players off the bench. But this is not going to take rocket science to beat these. It's just going to take us to wake up and speed things up a little.
Yep.
Absolutely. John Stokes saying, yes, yes, Dave. People are really agreeing with you and Wes there, Dave. Donovan Osterreicher with a member super chat for 6 months saying, what is the commentator playing at? Gooner fan, obviously. Obviously hasn't watched a Conte Spurs game. A
I mean,
counterattacking masterclass on display. One pass away. Donovan, I think we can be a whole lot better in this. But at the same time, like I said before, it does feel like we are one pass away, one touch away, one flick on away from being able to be clean and in behind. And even actually the times that we have had in front of goal, you could point to probably a chance from, I think, Richarlison, a chance
yeah,
from Kane, and I think Son even had a good chance as well,
yeah, he
where
did.
we
He did.
probably could have just done a bit better. We should have probably challenged the keeper in one of those cases. So absolutely right, Donovan. And then Philip Brady, the Godfather, who probably wishes here right now, says can't be in any worse second half than that. Need to get Kulu onto the field. Second to
Yeah,
every loose
definitely.
ball and making
This was,
Marseille looking a lot better than they actually are.
I'll be
yeah,
honest. I'd actually bring Kulu on for
yeah,
Sonny. If Sonny
yeah.
continues to be out muscled by that, you've got to get strength on the pitch. Got to get Kulu up there. Hold up
Because we're
the
sure.
ball. We're not able to hold up the ball up front, and that's a lot of the problem. With Kulu, you'll be able to do that. Plus, he's a willing runner on the ball as well, and he'll
Hmm.
stretch that back line. So I think
Hmm.
Philip definitely has hit the nail on the head there. I would be looking at getting Kulu on in the next 10, 15 minutes if it's not working.
He's going to give him. Conte's going to give Son 10 minutes. He's going to give him 10 minutes. He's going to give him 10 minutes. If he keeps losing the ball, not fighting to hold the ball up and do his hold up play, it's going to be easy days. You put Richarlison on the left, you put Kulusevski on the right. Boom, you have two players that are going to fight for that dang ball and hold the ball and get in for Kane to make the right ones and wait for him, or for Bentancur or Højbjerg. Usually Højbjerg goes in the middle and tries to get into the play as well. We have to have somebody hold up the ball. That's one of our problems. That's the reason our passing is just it goes into shit by the time you hit the half.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, Wes, looks like we're about to get kicked off
All
here, my man. Really appreciate you. And if you are available, brother, we'd absolutely love you to come on.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna come on. You already know.
Already.
Yo, you already know. I'm gonna come on.
See you
All right.
soon.
I'm just running
All
to
right,
the
catch you,
toilet,
Wes.
Jack. I'll be back in 1 second.
No worries. I'm about to get it kicked off here. Everybody, thank you. Everybody, thank Wes in the chat for coming on at halftime, being that new voice, because sometimes you guys, I know, get a bit sick of us listening to us, but we have kicked off here. And everybody, like I said, do thank Wes for coming on. Absolute legend. But we have all kicked off here. We're about 10 seconds in. Do sync up with us if you can. Big up, Mr. Brady. And I completely agree with you. Second to every ball. Hopefully we get Kulu on, because he will be able to probably thread through some of those through passes a bit better. And then also he does have good hold up play. Loves to show them the strength. Big up John Stokes, my man. Big up John Stokes. Ball into Harry Kane here, though. Goes out for a throw in. Spurs maybe starting on the right foot here, so at least trying to start quickly. Spurs were also the first ones. Oh, Richie, but a good hold up play into Pierre. Pierre, you got to play Bentancur there.
Yeah. It's got to be
I don't know
quicker.
why he didn't play Bentancur there, but Spurs were the first players onto the field, everyone as well. They were waiting for Marseille.
Oh, I would have wanted to get out of that dressing room. I'd say Conte's absolutely ripped them down, Jacko. And rightly so. Rightly so. Some of them have to be walking up. Some of them, if you got to, did you ever see that famous video going around? The manager slapping the players at half time. Conte needs to do that. He needs to do that. They have to wake up. Again, another fucking misplaced pass by Richarlison going forward. Dyer, just zero composure there whatsoever. Romero picks it up.
Big up Paddy Higgins. Big up Lazy
Oh,
Eight.
come on. Well done, Emerson. Richarlison, good ball into Højbjerg.
Sonny.
Good ball to Sonny.
Harry Kane. Sonny in behind here. Sonny in
Sonny
behind.
Oh,
sir! Oh, sir!
Back pocket.
Oh,
Pull it
pick
out.
it up.
Pull it out. Pick it up. Emerson helping him. Yeah!
Oh, Dave.
Come on.
You got to
Red
warn me,
card.
Dave, before that. That's egregious, ref.
Oh,
Sir,
come on.
get him off the stadium. Get out the stadium, ref.
Oh, he had to go to the back pocket. See Emerson helping him pick it up as well. This is what I was saying. Eric Barley with a yellow for demonstrating as well. Get at him in behind.
Wait, it's a red? That has to be a red.
No, and Bemba got sent off, and Eric Barley received the yellow.
Okay.
Look at that. He's burned him for face.
Oh, man. He sticks his leg up at the end. Ref. Might as well bring the cups.
Gold. See, Jack, that's
Oh,
what I said at
Lord.
half time. Get Sonny running in behind. He's going to kill them. That's what I said at half time. Get
Yeah,
him
there's so
in
much
behind.
space
That's
in
where he's
behind.
most useful to us.
Absolutely. Put on the
Straight away, a red
burners. Nice
card.
one. Look at
And
the Dave.
Bally's
Look
now
how
on a
much
yellow.
Dave. I think Mbemba must have had 4 or 5 yards ahead of him as well, Dave.
Yeah, I know. It's disgraceful. It's
That's
disgraceful.
incredible.
But you
Incredible
know what,
pace by
Jacko?
Sean.
We got to get at Eric Bally next. He's on a yellow. Get in behind him. We've seen this guy. He will crumble. What a start. What's the chat saying?
Red card
Chat
here.
is loving it.
Hawaii on a yellow as well.
Jeannie D, nice little red. Big Mike, good ref. Yeah, Stevie THFC, red card. It's crazy. King Huddle says we needed a break. Paddy Higgins laughing. Absolutely love it. Everybody's absolutely loving it. Sue Smith and Mbemba got the red card, and Eric Bally received a yellow. Sonny absolutely bursted him for pace, and Jack was right. He had like 4 or 5 yards ahead of him. Eric Bally's head is gone. Next ball you get, Sonny in behind, same thing. He'll take him down.
Oh,
Harry Kane on the free kick.
Oh,
No,
God.
not Harry.
Please. Just anybody
Sonny's
else.
standing over it too. Just let Sonny have it. Let Sonny, he's in a good position. Let him bend it round that wall. There's space there. There's space to bend that round. Paul Lopez does not have this wall set up right. Harry off the wall. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, my Lord. His shooting boots are in the locker room. Even the volley after, just Romero, he's lucky Romero got a foot to that. He would have embarrassed himself.
Wouldn't be a free kick in front of the box if it wasn't Harry Kane.
Sonny was at a good angle. That wall wasn't set up right. There was room to bend that round into the bottom right corner. So annoying that.
Dark Sun G with an update around the ground here saying Napoli 4-0 up on Liverpool. Zielinski brace. Oh my God. Yes. Come on.
Richarlison. Oh,
I even actually saw back one of the goals, Dave. I mean, Kavicha absolutely tore them a new one on one of the goals as well. I think he skilled past Van Dijk. He skilled past Trent, and he just laid one home for a tap in for whoever it was. I think Simeone or whoever it was. Absolutely glorious. Oh,
Klopp's
nuts.
in trouble. Marseille making a substitution. Gerson coming off for Bellardi.
Bellardi is a center back. Yeah, he's a center back coming on. So they're replacing the center back they lost with a new one here. So maybe they're going to stick with the back 5.
They're down to 10 men now, so we got to press them and just get the ball back as quick as we can until we go 1 up. Sonny standing over the free corner kick. Go short, back to
nice. Emerson. Behind Pierre. Maybe have a hit here.
Out to Romero. He has a shot. Oh. Emerson. What is that? Like, there's 2 players there to header that to.
Perisic, good foul.
2 players to header that to. How's he not cushioning that down to one of them? That's beyond belief. That's annoying. I don't know
why Perisic has to clean up for him there.
It's not good enough. You just little simple cushion header.
Spurs are pressing.
They're not getting off them now with 10 men. It does look like we're going to press them. See, they're so shit going forward. They're so bad. Come on, just put one in the back of the net, please. Make this game over and done with. It's too easy. Just take the chance. Create one and take it.
Long way.
Sonny back to him. Straight back to Sonny. Love that. Just give back to him. Don't get caught. Well done.
Nice.
Out to Dyer. Moving the ball a lot quicker here. They definitely got the paint stripped off the dressing rooms. Romero into Højbjerg. Højbjerg, good ball into Harry Kane. Lovely ball around the corner for Richarlison. He's being held off. Not enough to give a free kick, though. It's going to happen this half. We might have to wait till later on in the game, but it's going to happen. It's a better start by Tottenham, though. Look at that again. Sonny to Kane. Kane in behind. Oh, my God. The ground he makes up. Wow.
Yeah, that was crazy. Put on the burners.
Electric.
Great touch at the end there.
Oh, beautiful. Look at Richarlison straight away pointing at him, give him the red. And then Emerson helps him pick it up.
He's even protecting the ref as well. You'd love to see it from Richie.
The ref was that excited to dish out a card on camera. He dropped it. Dyer now picking up
a yellow.
He's saying for 3 consecutive fouls. Accumulation. Fair enough. It's an accumulation. What are you shaking your head for? Just make the tackle. Oh, our goal will come, everybody.
Emerson picked up the red card. Someone said.
Yeah, Emerson picked it up to help the referee. He dropped it. And
I
Emerson
didn't
bent down
notice
to pick
that.
it up.
That
Yeah.
is legendary.
So Richarlison was already standing at the ref, pointing at Mbemba, basically telling him to give the red.
And
And then the ref
Emerson's picking up the card for him.
the ref was
That's
that
hilarious.
excited to pull it out his arse pocket. He dropped it. And Emerson bent straight down, picked it up to give it to him to dish out.
He said, "Here you are, sir. You forgot something, sir. You dropped something, sir."
Now do not switch off here. Just deal with this nice and comfortably.
Veretout standing over it.
It's Jordan Veretout, right? We were
Away, Hugo.
Well done, Hugo.
Dark Sun G with the super chat. Napoli 4-1 Liverpool with Diaz now scoring. So
What is
4-1,
that
but
from Hugo Lloris? He's just throwing it straight back to Marseille. They're down to 10 men. There's just no need to do them stupid things. It's just so stupid and needless. Oh, Liverpool on the comeback trail, Dark Sun G. We'll wait and see. We'll wait and see. But that's so bad from Hugo Lloris there.
There you go.
Oh, come on.
boys.
Now, this
Pierre,
is
come on.
quicker. Emerson.
See him out wide there. There you go.
Move it, Dyer. Well done. Out to Langley. Let's go. Sonny, look at that. Picking up some lovely little pocket there.
Long way.
Perisic. Just ignores the run. To Ben Tekers all the way out to Romero. This is better. Move it quick.
Emerson. Into Richie. Oh.
Again, I'd take him off. Immer. It's annoying.
Bentancur. Driving. Finds Romero.
Oh,
Romero in the middle. Højbjerg.
pulling
Great
Guendouzi
touch.
down by his hair. Love it. Højbjerg.
Moon boots.
Good pass.
To Kane.
Go outside him, Emerson.
Kane going for Richie.
Not a great ball. See, we need to get Kulu Sexy on for him to deliver them balls and get Kane into the box. Because when Richarlison is out there, Kane is having to come out to do all that final ball stuff. Emerson, no look pass when there's no need to do that. Just do the basics, man. Romero back to Emerson. Emerson to Ben Tekers. Moves it across to Højbjerg. Give it to
There you
Sonny.
go,
Look at the
Sonny.
space. Crack one.
Oh, good effort.
Oh,
Gets deflected for a corner.
that's better, though. That's better. At least we're on the ball in possession.
People are saying with only now that they're 10 men down, get another attacker on. Would you maybe
look,
rotate the
not so
strikers?
early.
I don't know. Would you bring another on? Or would you just?
I think there's definitely a case of taking off one of the defenders and going forward at the back. I think there's definitely a shout for that because they're going to offer little threat. But I'd be looking at doing that around 70, 75 minutes. No, I wouldn't be doing it this early.
Would you consider maybe even putting on a Spence or a Doherty?
Yeah, there's a call for that, but I would be looking to get. That's shocking. Who's that? Perisic. Absolutely shocking. It's just them things we don't need to be doing. I'd definitely be looking at getting Kulu Sexy on with Kane, Son, and Richarlison. They're down to 10 men. We've nothing to lose, nothing to fear. They don't offer anything going forward. Perisic has been crap today. He's been useless. Spurs or Marseille players warming up. Dimitri Payet. He has something in him. He could change the game with just one shot. Oh, it's frustrating. We've just got to be a bit more quicker in possession as well. Win that. Oh, that's soft, referee. That is the ball's gone way over his head, and he's just threw himself to the ground, and he gets the free kick. Oh Lord, that's bad. That's bad. That's shocking refereeing. This game is boring the shite out of me.
Get that ginger sweet on, says Lynch.
Yeah, you've got to. Bring him on. He'll make a difference today. He's a bit more composed in the final third.
All right, Dave, I'll be right back.
Yeah, no worries. Lloris, long ball. Ref, do not blow that. Oh my God. Oh my God. That is absolutely soft. The defender just went down. He's just gone down like there's a sniper on the roof. It's not even barely a touch on him. He's gone down holding his leg. It's even worse that the referee fell for that. That insults me. Absolutely insults me. But yeah, I think there could be a call of maybe taking off going forward the back. Yeah, here we go. Kulu. Who's he coming on for? This will be interesting.
Here he comes, says Lynch.
He's getting ready.
Usually into Veritu, or I'm not sure, Diaz actually, sorry.
Well done, Emerson. Well done, Højbjerg. Oh, still in. He's giving another free kick. Fucking hell.
Just loves Jesus, he's probably his favorite thing, Dave.
You get a free kick. It's a joke.
Some of us love a glass of wine, late at night. Some of us, enjoy a good, nice night out with the missus. Some people enjoy a nice movie. This guy just loves a free kick. He genuinely just loves giving free kicks, this ref. I don't think there's anything he enjoys more.
The last 3 times Marseille players are just going down, rolling themselves around, and he's blowing the whistle. He's falling for it. He feels bad because he gave them a red. It's absolutely shambolic refereeing. Look, it's smart by Marseille. I can't complain. I mean, they've got to try and get themselves up the field somehow. But the referee blowing for 3 times and rolling himself around has literally got them up into this position. It's so bad.
Hell, he just loves a free kick, Dave. Veritu. This has just been shocking football for both teams, I must be honest.
It's not Champions League level whatsoever. Bentekers, move it forward now. You're not even under pressure.
Højbjerg.
Why does it have to take 5 minutes for that to happen? Got to move it quicker.
Bentancur. Romero.
Drive. Look at the space.
Finds Kane. Holding him off. Emerson.
What's going on?
Back post.
Another
he's giving a free kick. And he's given a free kick as well. There you go. He's got to protect the players, everybody.
You can't do anything. It's absolutely a shambles. Who's coming off? 20.
Well, for 21, Emerson's coming off.
Emerson. Yeah, so Kulu's going right wing back. Interesting. I don't mind that, to be fair. You've got to try something going forward. There's no need to have him on for defensive capabilities.
And the Truth Sets Free, Dave, has become a Flat Cap member and has said, goal incoming, boys, relax.
I hope so.
Love it, Truth Sets Free.
Big up, really Truth Sets Free.
My man. Big yourself up. I'm loving that. I need that. I need to relax. You're right, Truth. I need to relax. Big yourself up, my man.
I just want to get the win because our next 2 games are away.
Mm-hmm. Tyler saying the ref and the announcer are absolutely shocking.
Yeah. Give it to Kulu. Move it outside again, Højbjerg. That's it. Keep moving the ball forward. Perisic has been shit today. He has been so bad. Every time he's touched the ball in this second half, he's giving it away.
Moon boots. And Perisic.
Get out there, Tyler. There's no one in behind you. Why have you got to let him advance that much?
Well done, son.
They do not get caught. Well done. Beautiful.
Well done. There you go. That was probably the toughest one you could hold up, too. And he did it.
Yeah.
There we go. Romero goes for a ping here. It's a good ping. Oh, it's Perisic.
What a ball. Perisic. That is shocking. And a shit cross for
Richie.
What a switch by Romero. What a fucking ball.
That's poor from Perisic. That's poor.
That is, lad, he's been shocking on the ball this half. Nearly everything he's touched has been crap.
That's why I had to ask Wes, that question, because Emerson was given all the slack. I'm like, what has Perisic done that Emerson hasn't, in my opinion? Because I thought Emerson actually got into better positions than Perisic ever did. And to be fair, I haven't seen one moment where Perisic has even put in a good ball, and we know that he can.
Yeah,
he just hasn't found himself in the positions. He hasn't found himself in the positions to put in a good ball, Dave.
Yeah, he's frustrating me today. He really is. But I think the reason why Emerson has come off for and not Perisic is because if any of them were going to deliver it, you'd put your money on Perisic over Emerson. So I think that's why he's Emerson has been the choice to come off and Kulu's come on. And plus, it looks like he's looking to have Kulu bomb forward and be a bit more attacking down that side as well. So be interesting to see if it works out.
King Hoddle saying this ref thinks football is a non-contact sport.
Oh, it's ridiculous. Honestly, he thinks he's refereeing a basketball game. It's a joke. He does.
He's just waiting to give a penalty. He's just waiting to give a penalty.
He's absolutely shambolic. He thinks everything is a free kick.
Sixty-three minutes in.
I hate Guendouzi. That's a foul draw. Put the pressure on. There's no need to sit back here. Win this. Take it down. That'll do.
This referee should be sent off, said Stephen.
He should be. He's absolutely disgraceful. It's like he thinks he's playing tag rugby. It's a joke. That's better. Someone fucking run at them. That's more like it.
Oh, yes, Kulu.
Oh,
yes, Kulu.
He's going to take him down.
Ah!
Going on, expose. Oh.
Well done, Kulusevski.
Why is this freezing?
All right, let me refresh for you, Dave. Sorry.
Oh. First time Emerson or Kulu gets a run at him, he absolutely skins him. Keep getting the ball out there to him.
All right, refreshed it for you, Dave.
There we go. There we go. Let's get in a good delivery here. The deliveries from corners have been crap. Kulu.
Oh,
good ball. Oh, that's another corner kick, ref. Ref.
Jeez.
How's that not a corner kick? Oh, he's booked Son for asking for a corner. Oh, my God. Oh, holy crap. Someone punch him in the face and wake him fucking up.
This.
Oh, my. And I mean the referee, by the way, because he's just given
Holy
absolutely
shit.
everything. Like, that's a corner all day long. And he booked Son for asking for a corner. Look at this. He books him. Look. Oh, I'm not having any of that. Who do you think you're speaking to? Yellow card.
What did Sonny even do as well? Like, all he's doing is just pleading for it. This holy, oh my lord!
Oh my God! Even when you're right, you're wrong with this referee. It's fucking disgraceful. How is he a Champions League referee?
Moon boots. What is that? Oh, Hugo. And what? Moon boots.
Lord
moon boots. Fuck.
Jesus
me,
Christ.
moon boots. Jesus Christ.
That is shocking.
That's
like this is where the mistakes creep in. Like we just let them out of their half.
What is Moon Boots doing there all the time on the world?
Someone tackle him.
Played that bounce, Dave. That almost bounced over Lloris's head into the goal. That pass he played to him.
Oh, someone take the ball off him. Come on, guys. Start pressing as a team. We're one extra man. There's no way they should be able to string more than 4 passes together. Fucking hell.
No.
Well done, Romero. The only one that wants to get stuck in. Someone give him a ball. Punch one of them Marseille players, little shithead. Keeping the ball away from him. Should have went over and absolutely poleaxed him. Hit him with jostle, send him into the stands. Let the fans deal with him.
Højbjerg.
Move it quicker. You don't need 20 minutes to move it sideways. Come on, guys.
Romero.
Just letting him set back in shape. Look, where's the urgency? Kulusevski's there. Move it to him. Play it, Kulu. Oh, he's missed the run of Bentancur altogether. Taking too long just to shift it sideways.
Kulu. Oh.
Harry,
Kane.
do something. Come on, Harry.
Cleared away.
Right idea. Good clearance. Romero, stop doing that walking pace. Højbjerg. Out to Sonny. Sonny looking to cut in for the right and have a shot. No, he goes the opposite side and loses it.
Poor touch.
There's no one around him.
Well done, Perisic. Back to Bentancur.
Out to Romero. Look at Sonny.
There you go.
Just a
To
little around the
Kane.
corner to Kane. Kane out to Kulu.
Ball in.
Poor ball. Oh, this is frustrating the life out of me. This is frustrating the actual hell out of me. Really annoying. What are people in the chat saying? Is this a new refereeing level at UEFA? And utter joke is an understatement. Couldn't agree more. Michelle,
Where's our extra man? Says Patty Higgins. I agree with you. Certain moments it doesn't feel like we have one, Patty.
You just let that cutting edge to them. But like we got to move the ball quicker as well. Like they're down to 9-10 men. All they're going to do when we have possession is sit back. So we don't need to take 10 touches to move it sideways. You just got to move it into forward areas quickly and catch them out. That's how we ended up getting them a red in the first place. Romero on the ball. There's not enough movement off the ball either. You know that. To ball in. Don't foul him, Kulu. No need. Oh, unlucky kid. How are these causing any sort of problem when they're down to 10?
I feel like we caused them more problems in the first half.
Yeah. We're just not moving the ball anywhere near quick enough. Everything's just taking too long. Marseille making 2 changes here. Maybe looking to get a foothold in the game or even get out of here with a point.
Klaus coming off, their right wing back.
For Kolasinac, get at him. He turns like a roundabout. He's useless. Just run at him and skin him. It's that simple.
Mean Harriet coming on. Former Schalke player. Adrian Gia saying feels more like a 10v10. Don't feel like we have an extra man at this moment. Adrian, I think a lot of people have been saying that in the chat. I think you have a lot of people agreeing with you there, Adrian.
Absolutely spot on. It's like this is just a shit game. It's poor. Absolutely poor.
And Luis Diaz coming off. Or Luis Suarez, sorry.
Amina Harriet coming on. Maybe to try and do a bit more work up front or along the forward line for them, a bit more running around. 70 minutes, I'd be looking at making another change too. I'd definitely be taking off one of them centre-backs. There's no need to have 3 out there right now. We're getting the balls in the forward areas. We're not doing anything. Here you go. Oh, Lord. Oh, how's this going to change the game? Ben Davies and Jaffa Tanganga coming on. What is going on? But bring on Brian Hill or something. The 2 of them can't even pass a football. Well done, Harry Kane. Now move it quick. Why they've got 4 players up there? Move it. Too slow. We're allowed all of them to get back on that far side. Fucking move the ball quicker. Moon boots. Good pass out to Romero. Romero with Kulisexy outside of me. Delivers the ball himself. Not a bad idea. Marseille just kicking it long again. Lenglet going to retrieve. Cross the moon boots. Come on, speed it up now. Oh no, he's referring back to type. 20 touches to put it back to the direction it came from. Bentancur. Out to Lenglet. To Perisic. Do something. Skin your man. It's a good ball in. Unlucky. Højbjerg recycles it.
Nice.
Out to Romero.
See Pierre. Nice.
Pierre.
Nice Pierre. Oh.
Cross. Unlucky. This is much better. Much quicker from Tottenham. Eric Dyer turn. Move it. Shift it.
Fine long way. There you go. Bentancur.
Just do it though.
Yeah, I know. He just does it with such like
one touch and move it. Like it's got to be quicker. Does he not realize?
Perisic. Oh, good ball!
Oh, good defending there. Defending for their lives.
Oh, he's got to give it. You can't get a tackle in their half. You can't win a tackle in their half without him blowing it up.
That is absolutely shocking. That referee is loving the limelight. He is absolutely relishing it. Lenglet off for Ben Davies.
Just loves the free kick, this guy. I just don't even know how you're supposed to win a tackle, Dave. How are you supposed to win it?
You're not. It's non-contact. And Romero off for Jaffet Tanganga, the two defenders that were moving the ball. It's just this referee is a cowboy.
Conte, what? Basically saving players for Man City then?
Basically. Referee matches in the Slovenian league. I mean, it's just... He's not used to a competitive game. You know, it's ridiculous. I don't get them substitutions. Maybe Izzy and I have resting them for City, but, you know, this game's got to take priority right now. Yeah. You know? If we don't come out winning this, it'd be meltdown today. And I don't blame the fans for going mad. You know, it will be absolute meltdown. Why are you bringing on two defenders and taking two off? You know? Like, if you want to rotate and rest, take off one of them or take off the two of them, but just go back four, you know? Don't need to keep that extra body across the back. They're offering nothing going forward. On Perisic. One of you take the ball off him. Jeez. Holy shit, he's dancing through four of them. My God. Guendouzi, he's going to shape to hit one. No, he doesn't. He goes outside. Oh my God.
Please get rid of it.
Fucking hell. As soon as these guys come on the football pitch, as soon as they come on, we look like a different team altogether. Who missed that when that went across the box there? Who's that? Ben Davies. Oh, wow.
Ben Davies. Holy Lord, Dave. Oh, my gosh. That was his clearance.
Yeah, he nearly missed it, and that nearly gave it 1-1 or 1-0 to them. That's bad. Someone challenged for the fucking ball.
Jump.
Just standing there, letting them win the first header. He is so bad. Challenge him. They're down to 10 men. He's turning into concrete boots where he can't even get off the fucking ground. It's the only player up there he has to compete with. Look at our players standing there. They're down to 10 men. We're at home. We need the 3 points. Go on, press them. All game long, they've kicked the ball back to us when we've done it. Fuck. I can't believe he stood there and let him win a header, and he's the only guy around for miles. So bad.
Davies.
Looks across the pitch again. You don't need 25 touches, guys, to move it 5 yards. Fuck me.
Dyer.
That's better.
Davies.
Out to Perisic.
Perisic. Putting a good ball again. Good ball again.
To Richard! He's on the free header! Yes! Yes! Richarlison! Come on! Come on!
Big Rich Dave!
We needed that. We bloody needed that.
Richie. Big Rich Dave. He played a beautiful ball earlier, Perisic did. He made up for it. He wasn't doing anything, I thought, all game until the previous one, Dave. He put in a gorgeous ball. Then it's Richie. He gets his goal on Champions League night, his Champions League debut night, nonetheless, as well, with a big kick in the ass from Perisic as well.
Great
you
ball.
got to love it.
This is what I was saying to you earlier. If anyone's going to deliver that ball in, it'd be Perisic, and I think that's why he gambled keeping him on. Look at that. Shifts it right foot. Richarlison is so
he's all by himself.
What a header. Bullet header.
Absolute
Come on.
Flicks it
Let's
on. Look
go.
At this.
Oh, he took it well.
You see the neck muscles pulsing there as well when he does it. Oh.
That's his bread and butter. He made a living off that at Everton. That is his bread and butter. Look at that.
In that neck, just pulsing in his veins.
Arteta probably thought it was a light bulb going up in the air with the blonde in his hair, Jack. You know, probably tried to snatch him. Absolutely love it. That's how you use a light bulb, Mikel Arteta, you idiot. Come on. Let's go. Eric Bailly looking down. Look how much it means to Richarlison. First Champions League game. First goal. Let's go. Free as a bird.
Finally, says Hashim. Richie Rich, says Gene D. Good on him. Great ball from Perisic, says Robbie Keane, says Ribsy. Big up yourself, Ribsy. Robbie Keane in the chat as well, saying, oh, yeah, big up, Robbie. Enrique Briceno, Perisic showed out. Absolutely. Jerry saying, now let's get greedy, attack that box, get some damn goals, fellas. Absolutely, Jerry. And it's good to see you, my man. I feel like it's been a while. Patty Higgins saying, now boss that possession. Big up, Patty. Mick Carmelock saying, come on, you Spurs. Well-deserved, Richie says, TZ, ball in here from Marseille. Bit of a counterattack opportunity.
Oh, let's
Sonny.
go. There's 3 on 3
You have
here.
time, Sonny. You got time. You got time. You
4
got
on
time.
3.
Just run here.
If we do
Just
not
run
put
here.
this
You got
to bed,
time. Now see left. See left.
4
see
on
Pearson.
3.
Hey,
Oh my God! When you play somebody, he slowed it down completely. That's
somebody, sir.
There's no penalty there. That's shambolic by Sonny. There's 4 on 3 there.
Somebody
4 on 3.
He
didn't
so
play
well,
Perisic,
Dave. I thought he was
used
being
Cleburne.
so composed there. I thought he was, and then he wasn't.
Oh, that's shocking. That's absolutely so bad by Sonny. 4 on 3. You got to kill the game there. You've just got to absolutely kill that game. You've got to take that chance. That's so bad. And I root for the guy every single game. Come on, kid. Help me out, man. That's so bad. It's so indecisive.
I thought he was composed, Dave, because at first he didn't play it right away. He took his time, was running with pace, and but here we go. Perisic.
Corner kick.
To Sonny.
Oh,
at
good
top
touch.
of the box.
Have one. Unlucky.
Harry Kane.
Harry
I
Kane.
go for the same effort.
Sonny, move out his way. Sonny blocked up his way there.
It's poor from both of them, I think.
Let's go. Just keep the pressure on them. Make them kick it back. Recycle it.
There you go. Well done, Bentancur.
Romero. Out to Jaffa Tanganga. We're not under any pressure to go forward. Now you can take as long as you want.
Kulusevski.
Oh, I'm so relieved, man. Like, look, I get it. We've played shit, you know, and we like I wouldn't say played shit. We've dominated the game. We've just been poor going forward and stuff. It hasn't clicked. But it's just more important that we get out of here with 3 points, no matter how we get them. Like, this is supposed to be the best team in the group, and we've dealt with them comfortably defensively. I did
say that. I think I put a question in, at least I hope I did, in the pre-match buildup about how Igor Tudor and this team might be, when you think about it, the most well-prepared team against Spurs, because he knows Conte's tactics better than anybody. In fact, when you really look at it, they might... Oh, gorgeous movement from Spurs. Oh,
that's
Tulu,
better.
maybe just take a touch. Take a touch.
Oh.
Pierre, Dave, that was a gorgeous pass from Pierre.
Shame it took us 75 minutes to wake up, but at least we've arrived. Come on. I just want to win.
I said Richie would score today. Richie is the best, says Dark Sun G. Absolutely. And you did say you would score today. Champions League debut as well, Dark Sun G. Exactly what you wanted, my man. Exactly what you wanted. Big up, brother.
Big up, Dark Sun G. What a call, my man. Hope you put money on that.
He emailed me too, Dave, about the Tuchel sack, and he's absolutely loving it.
Oh, good delivery.
Boy, Derek. Plays the ball in.
Oh, that's
beautiful.
Ball. He has arrived.
What an animal, Dave. What an animal. With the head again, with the noggin again.
See, it gives us a different option. Get the ball out wide, put it in there. This guy's going to absolutely mix it up. He's going to win it all day long. Give me that chicken dance. Come on. He has arrived, Jack. 2-0 to the good. What are they crying for? The ref, book him. Like you book Sonny, book him. Oh, Jack, Richarlison is here. Started from a good corner kick in. Kane just beat into it. Good ball out by Bentancur. What a ball in by Højbjerg. Absolute credit. What a ball in. Richarlison just hanging off the back. Wins it. Off the post and in. I think they could be looking for an offside here. Surely not. No, he's onside. He's way onside. What a header. What a header, Jacko.
Gorgeous from Rich. No, it's just gorgeous, Dave. Just flexing the muscles in that neck again for it. Just beautiful. Beautiful, Dave. If he couldn't show you that he could finish with the head once, he can show you that he can finish it twice. He's done it twice. He's just shown you how clinical he is. He doesn't need 2 chances. Doesn't need 1 chance. He's just putting them away here. It's just absolutely gorgeous. What you want to see. Beautiful day for Richie Dark Sun G. Not only just a goal on his debut, a brace on his debut. Nonetheless, my man. While Liverpool getting absolutely smacked up out in Italy. Spurs 2-0 home. That's what we're looking for.
Already and Basuma coming on here. Doherty and Basuma. By the way, someone
that.
needs to clip that celebration. You know, the Richarlison's arrived. That's glorious. Someone needs to absolutely clip that and send it to me if they can. You won't find a better celebration than that tonight. Doherty and Basuma coming on.
The truth sets free, saying, "Told you boys it was coming. Luck of the Irish is here. Big up the truth." I mean, he did call it, Dave. He did call it. He said, "Boys, relax. I know the goals are coming.
Yeah.
You need to take a chill
No.
pill here."
Do you know what? I was saying that at halftime, Jacko, but the more the game went on, the more nervous it was making me. Yeah.
Big up, truth, my man. You're absolutely right. Just I should just taken that note from you, truth. Just have a relax. You know, take a moment here. Take a breath, lads. And we got the luck of the Irish on our side. Big up. Zoe saying, "Is Holland watching?" Big up, Zoe. Absolute legend, Dave. Because honestly, I mean, Holland should probably take some pointers from some of those finishes from Richie.
Play him,
Sonny, play him.
Yeah, Richarlison. Oh, lucky. Oh, that was
Perhaps Holland should be taking some lessons from Richie, though, Dave.
I think you all need to. Kane too. Kulusevski brought him down here. Onto Harry Kane. Play him back again. Oh, it's a lovely. That's
handball.
free. Oh, back to Kane. Go for the overhead, you madman. Oh, I'm getting excited now.
Oh, win that.
Oh, seriously though, someone please clip that celebration. He's arrived. That's the best one ever. I'm proud of that.
Dark Sun G as well saying Richie deserves to play in the Champions League. Scores brace on the debut. I mean, he pulled us out. He pulled us out when we needed somebody to step up, Dark Sun G. When we needed somebody to step up for us, he has certainly done that. And I would also say credit to the Harris Army as well for Colin for bringing on another attacker, because as much as Conte did make those defensive substitutions, he did bring on Kulusevski for Emerson to bring on as an extra attacker and kept on Richie and Sonny, which perhaps has worked out for us here.
And I will give him credit, even asking Ben Davies to come on. If you see, since Ben Davies came on, once he got in possession, he moved it and got an extra option into the box. So that's clearly something he told Davies to do. But you know what? I was just thinking there, it's so great to have the Irish Hotspur Army to share, go through these moments with, where, the game was stressful. We stuck through it together and we're getting our rewards. It's absolutely brilliant. And all you guys, the messages of support over the last few days have been absolutely amazing towards me and my family. And I can never thank you enough. So I really appreciate that as well. Doherty and Basuma coming on here. Who are they coming on for? Oh, the guy can't even get the 4 official board work. And they're just not used to having this equipment.
Did they need the hitman to have it do it for him? Look at
Sonny's off.
The hitman was like looking at him like, "Do you need me to do this for you?"
Bentancur is off for Basuma, and I think Sonny's coming off for Doherty, which means Kulu will go out one side and Doherty is slot in at right back or right wing back.
And then also Dark Sun G said, "I said Richie is good with his head when he signed. I told you, lads. He is brilliant, I must say, in the air. And it's probably one of the more underrated elements of his game that we probably didn't give enough credit to be fair, Dark Sun G. I'm not even sure if I gave it enough credit. I kind of probably would add it on. I kind of threw it in there and I would say, you know what, probably something maybe people don't talk about, his heading, but I'm not sure if I even gave it too much limelight. What I really like to give credit to him is just his hold-up play. I always think Richarlison's hold-up play is very, very underrated.
I'll be honest.
Absolutely, Dark Sun G. He's lethal with the head. He's lethal with the noggin.
I'm going to toot my own horn. I did say it. I spoke time and time again. Someone like Richarlison, Mitrovic, where you can get the balls out wide in these games where they sit in, put the ball in the box and let them go and attack it.
They can win it.
Yeah, and I said Richarlison will give us that option. So, because he made a living off it at Everton, made an absolute living off it,
It's fair.
Tottenham on the break here again, though. Kulusevski. Go on, you have him all day. Oh, you have him. No, he doesn't.
Come on, Bailly, take him down, sir. Sir.
Ref, that's second yellow.
Sir. Might as well send him off here. Oh, ref, he's just nudged you. He just touched you, sir. Sir, it's a non-contact sport. Might as well send him off. You already done that. Dave, he's giving fouls for less than that. The way Bailly just touched him there. He's giving fouls for less than that. Might as well send him off.
Oh, I'm just delighted to escape out of this with the win.
Need to see Bailly sent off as well, Dave.
Would be nice. Tottenham free kick though incoming.
Cengiz Under coming in.
Oh. Can't believe the other guy starts ahead of him. That's the guy that was at Leicester, right?
Yeah. Adrian Chia saying hair doozy getting serious PTSD after this. Come on, you Spurs. Big up, Adrian. Love that. Hair doozy. You gotta love it.
I'd love to see Romero grab on hair doozy's hair at the end. You know, I'd be walking down the tunnel, pretend to give him a pat on the back, and just pluck a curl. Oh!
What an effort from Tanganga.
Who's that? Tanganga. Come on, manhandler, Jack. Of course, you don't expect that from the manhandler.
Went for the flick on, Dave.
Things you love to see it, Jack. I think it's coming to man of the match time. I'll create the poll. Who we putting in?
Richie, of course, Dave.
He's gonna win it.
Let's see.
Højbjerg. I think you could put Højbjerg in there today, if I'm being honest.
I say you could give it to Højbjerg. I think he was slightly better than Bentancur, but that might just be me. Oh, well done, Rich. Rich just getting stuck in. What an absolute animal. I would say Longley might have been the best of the back three, but I don't even Perisic, Dave. I guess you give it to Perisic towards the end there, but I just don't even know.
He's had a bad game overall, though.
What?
I think he's had a very bad game overall.
Yeah, that's what I was about. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah, like he had a good, he led to the goals, but I thought he was just as poor as Emerson in certain moments.
Yeah.
Kane here. Kulusevski. Oh, he skins him, sir!
Oh.
Kolasinac as well, sir.
So we've got Richarlison, Højbjerg. I'm going to put Kane in. He's had a good second half.
Maybe we go to the... Yeah, you can put Kane in there. I mean, yeah.
Everybody, he's not going to win it anyway. I just got to put it in because I love him. But everybody else, give us names.
Yeah, I'm looking here. People give us some names. What do we have so far, Dave?
Richarlison, Højbjerg, and Kane. Even though Kane doesn't deserve to be there.
Højbjerg, Kane. I'm fine with that. I don't really have an issue with that.
Yeah, we're just going to ask it because Richarlison's going to win anyway. So I'm asking the community there. So there you are, guys. Poll is up. Vote for your man of the match. Richarlison better get 100%. Well, actually, 99%. Jack will be voting for Højbjerg.
2% no Højbjerg. Ellie and Jack. Oh, I love it.
Come on.
Maybe Zoe saying Decky, perhaps, but I guess he's only played a half, unfortunately. Zoe, but see what you mean. I think he has been good since he comes on.
Probably could have put him in. But look, the poll's up. I expect Richarlison to get at least 95% of the votes anyway. The others I just put in as token gestures. It's hard to actually put anybody else in there with Richarlison today, if I'm being honest.
I don't know if Neil's being facetious or anything, but he's saying Emerson.
Nah, not today. Not today for me. I think he's definitely not today for me. No.
Yeah, he's definitely being facetious.
I think there are other games where he's wanting to be in the selection in the four, but not today. I think Kulu has probably looked a bit better going forward than him today. I think Wes made a very good point in there at halftime about Richarlison and Emerson. Perhaps maybe not on the same wavelength yet, but that will come. Because it's clear Emerson is first choice anyway. So, Jaffa Tanganga into Harry Kane. Unlucky. Just blow it up. I'm absolutely slating this ref after the game, by the way. He's been absolutely atrocious.
I don't want him in the round of 16.
No.
Or in the knockout rounds at all. I don't want him anywhere near
You're allowed to officiate another Champions League game after this, Sean.
It just doesn't even feel like you're allowed to even breathe near the guy.
Everyone is saying Jackal Emerson should be in there. Nah, look, I get what you're saying. Look, maybe he could, but I've already
Emerson was good the whole game. The guys you named made a few good plays. Interesting point there, Neil. Interesting point.
Fair play, but the few good players are the ones that won the game.
Yeah, I mean, you can go both ways, but if we were to put four names in, yeah, I guess Emerson just gets in there. Yeah, perhaps.
Look, I'll be honest, bar Richarlison, I don't think anybody else actually deserves to be in there, to be honest with you. I agree. I think we have controlled a lot of the game. I think the sending off obviously helped us, but I don't see any standout performances. I wouldn't even, if Richarlison didn't score a ball, I wouldn't even put him in there either. So, I think it's kind of been poor showing going forward, but
Raph.
Too, so he's got to go in.
He's got to have a touch as well, and he's got to. I mean, look at him even throwing his arms up like it's. I think it's genuinely. It's like he wants
So
to be on
me, me,
Broadway
me,
or
me.
something here, Dave. Like he just loves the
Jack,
attention.
have a look
Loves
at the
the
staff
attention.
that are on Broadway. I'm sure you might actually see his name in there somewhere.
I mean, it's just the way he even just pulled his hands up there, Dave, and the way he's even sprinting right now. It's like he's sprinting across the stage or something like that. Just I don't know.
I'm getting absolutely slated in the comments. Emerson was our best player. Well, look, it's already 90 votes in, so I'm going to leave it up there. But okay, right, look, fair enough. We can put Emerson in.
Respect Emerson. There it is, King Huddle.
Look, I'll be honest. I think he's had a lot better games than today. I think today he wasn't as good as he usually is, in my opinion. But people are seeing it differently, and I'll take it on board.
That's so funny that I agree that you said that, Dave. Well done,
Doherty.
RT. I agree that you just said that, Dave. Funny that people are really giving a lot of respect to Emerson because I think he's had better games than this where people haven't said that he had a good game.
Yeah.
But maybe
No,
so.
I
Maybe
just
so.
don't
Like
see
it just shows though. It just shows though. Like maybe what Neil said is probably true. That kind of describes Emerson well, where plays
for the
consistent.
ball.
Oh,
Hey,
Kane.
oh, it's gone into Rose
There's
Head
a souvenir for Mr.
Don't have
Harris.
that flew over. Oh, being a much
You in the
better
South
second
Stand,
half.
Dave? Would you be able to catch that one?
Oh, I would have, yeah. Oh, I would have caught that, Jack. You know, my Gaelic football skills would have came in there. Like people think they just have to stick the arms up. I was training Gaelic football, Jack. You know, you get up, one leg, knee up, get up there, pluck it out the air. Honestly, I would have plucked that and then put it into the goals from behind it. I'm that good.
Yeah, that's a good souvenir, definitely for the fans. That one, very kind of Mr. Harry.
Everybody, what we need to start doing though is actually, you know, I know Nick done an incredible job getting us some signature of Harry Kane, but we need some memorabilia for this channel, you know, to put up behind us. So I encourage everybody to start adding Harry Kane on all these socials and tell him he needs to donate a jersey. No way.
Oh, my Lord. And he took it off the face, actually. Maybe
Davies.
it was his self-created by
job
then. It was created by his own mistake there. He played a poor pass and
right off
did he go for Phil Jones there, Dave?
Yeah.
I think he went for Phil Jones.
Oh, that was shocking that was shocking.
Actually went for Phil Jones. We have our own Spurs player that went for the Phil Jones there.
And I'm not going to praise him for that either, because that was off his own making. So don't expect me to praise him for that block.
That was kind of glorious, I must say, from Ben Davies. But there you are, everybody. 2-0 win to the boys. It's all over.
It's hard one to digest this.
Tough one to dissect. Just quickly, I'm just going to take this from Dark Sun G saying Richie now needs to score in the Premier League, and he is all set. At the fact that he's been this clinical in the Champions League, whereas in the Premier League, you would say he's probably maybe should have scored in one of those games. He could have done a bit better, perhaps, on some of his chances. Whereas in the Champions League here, Dark Sun G's been clinical. He's been ruthless with some of his finishing here. So I don't know what it is. I don't know what the difference is. Just maybe Richie just has just been like Sonny, just been unlucky, you could say, in the Premier League. Just can't get a break. I don't know what it is. Just two strikers. You can't get a break and scoring in the Premier League. But eventually they'll be firing. Don't you worry.
What I will say is Richarlison has officially arrived. He will kick on from that. He'll go from strength to strength. He'll gain so much confidence. First Champions League game, two goals straight from the head. You know, that's ideal for that guy. He's going to be absolutely buzzing. Hard to drop him now against Man City. So it'll be interesting to see what call Conte makes during the week or at the weekend with Man City. Does he take Sonny out of the team and bring Kulu back in? A very, very big cost to make. But look, Richarlison deserves it, Jack. You know, he was unlucky last weekend with the technique from the volley. Goal disallowed. He's contributed to every single game he's played, and he got his reward today. Just getting in at the back post when them crosses are coming in, and then gets the two headers, and two very well taken headers, may I add. You know, when was the last time you've seen, or it's very few and far between, you see Tottenham players winning headers and scoring from them. So big up Richarlison, and he's going to kick on from here, I'm confident. And everybody, just quickly, with 30 away from reaching 8K in terms of subscribers, it's a Champions League night. We were all lily white. We're winners, and we started off the group, now going into 2 away games in the group the way we wanted to. So everybody, smash that subscribe button. Grab your father, your grannies, your goldfishes, your dogs. Grab all their phones and smash the subscribe button. And let's see if we can get to 8K before we end off.
Absolutely.
Come on.
Uh, King Hoddle saying, "Take a bow, Richie."
People are
Uh,
saying Richarlison's crying.
some people saying everybody's saying Emerson needs to be in there. You gotta love it. You gotta love it.
Fair.
Daniel Larson saying Doherty looks like a pirate now. Dark Sun G saying we are undefeated, even though we have played midweek. Come on, you Spurs. Very good point there. Where
Yeah.
Conte probably would have found it a lot easier to be undefeated had he had more days to prepare for these games, but now with all these games coming thick and fast these days, he is actually going to have to get used to these 3 days or fewer, 4 days or fewer sort of scenarios. And so far, still undefeated. Maybe it hasn't been pretty or anything, but so far undefeated, Dark Sunji. Very good point, my man.
There will come a point where we will have to prioritize one or the other eventually. But
Mm-hmm.
look, we're only 6 games in. They shouldn't be tired right now. I think they'll still have more than enough in their locker for Man City at the weekend as well to put in a good showing.
Robbie Keane saying, yes, 3 precious points tonight. Enrique Blanco saying, poor game, but we won 2-0. We're getting there, though. Come on, you Spurs. Big up, Enrique. Spencer Arnold saying, good win. Gary O'Flynn saying, Kane and Son were poor, though. Maybe we'll talk about that later. Big up, Gary.
Yeah.
Dark Sun G21 saying with a super chat, City and us got 3 points. Liverpool and the Blues got 0. Got 0. LOL.
We have a real opportunity here, Jacko, to get to challenge Man City this year. Now, don't get me wrong. I know it's going to be hard to maintain the pace. It's relentless what they do. But we have a real opportunity to either put a bit of pressure on them or climb a space in the table and take second.
I think it's climbing a space in the table. I think it's climbing a space in the table. We would be disappointed if we hadn't with how it's going so far, because keeping up the pace with Man City, I think, is a different story than just staying like we've probably wanted in that third to second to first, sort of, bracket. We want to be kind of in that top 3. And as much as maybe it could be difficult to keep the pace with the likes of Man City, considering the depth of the squad, how many goals they're scoring, etc. But I feel like there is obviously contention for who can at least be the closest to them, who can be the one hanging on, with by their coattails a little bit, at least staying within hitting distance, to them. That's kind of what Liverpool did last season. And I think Dark Sun G would agree with that, where Liverpool weren't really in the contention, and then all of a sudden they kind of stayed at least close enough to be able to potentially, go after them at the end, and they made it a good run at the end at Man City. So I guess that's what Spurs have the opportunity to do here, is to maybe do sort of what Liverpool did last season, Dave. And I keep saying Liverpool just for Dark Sun G to laugh, but you know what I mean, where they could sort of stay within hitting distance, if you understand that reference.
Oh, 100%. And look, there's massive trouble at Liverpool. They might not recover, Jack. I've been saying this for the last year or two, and I said it coming into this season. One of Man City or Liverpool will drop off. You can't keep going. At one stage, you're going to have to rotate. And Liverpool are going through that period now. And you're seeing with the injuries they have and losing a lot of the players, they're going through that period now. So if we can just keep picking up points where they're going through that bad form, that'll take care of that. Chelsea, sacking Tuchel today. They might not hit the ground running when the next manager comes in either. So again, we can distance ourselves from Chelsea. So there's a massive opportunity here for Tottenham. We've got to remember, we're 7 games in now to the season. 6 in the Premier League, 1 the Champions. We're unbeaten. We picked up points in games where last season we were nowhere near picking up points. There's something happening here this season. I can feel it.
It's interesting that just, results are, could you say they're going our way? I guess we'll have to just wait a few more weeks, because at the moment they feel like they're going our way, but are they really going our way? Perhaps teams just really are struggling and we're just finding a way to get it done right now, is what you could say. But we're going to bring in Wes here in just a second. Everybody, we have a few more super chats as well to get to. Everybody's probably feeling a bit more relieved after this one. Yes, Dave, sorry.
Get through a few of them super chats first and a few more comments, and then we'll bring Wes in.
Okay, no worries, Wes. We're going to bring you in just a second, my man. Jerome here with the super chat saying, Richarlison, I love you. We need the chicken dance. We need that pigeon dance. I'm not sure if I got to see it. It seems like he just enjoys ripping off the shirt, Jerome, giving a few pumps to the crowd. I guess we'll probably need to be 2-0, 3-0 up in order to get that pigeon dance. Or maybe he gets a goal against the Gooners away from home. Maybe that's when he pulls out the pigeon dance. But it's a very special, dance. He doesn't just do it in any game, Jerome. He doesn't just do it in any game. But we were able to bounce back in the first half, my man, like you wanted us to. Big yourself up, Jerome.
Big up.
Dark Sun G Sen with a super chat. Nunez couldn't score for Liverpool while Richie did for us. I've been saying this 1,000 times. I feel like Nunez was a really poor purchase for them, Dark Sun G. I just feel like he's not technically gifted enough for that sort of team. And I think they're all kind of just making up, a bunch of skills that Nunez just doesn't really have, if you ask me, when it comes to him. I think he's actually going to be a bit of a flop, but who knows? I could be wrong there. But lots of people are really happy with Richie. A bunch of people saying, people were doubting Richie in the comments and whatnot, but look what he's doing for us. You just got to keep the faith with the Don. The Don has brought in the good transfers, everybody. Don't you worry. Lightwork saying we always beat City, but I don't know how. Big up Lightwork. Wemberley saying Richie on the team sheet up top ahead of Kane at the moment for me. Interesting there, Wemberley. He's loving Richie that much. He thinks he gets ahead of Kane. Laudrup saying Richie is better than I thought. Sue Smith saying Richie is Brazilian. He's emotional. At least we have options now that Sonny and Kane tonight weren't scoring. Very good point there. Dunkel Z Torque saying, come on, you Spurs. Big up to the stream. Big up. P-Dub saying we've still basically played 5 good halves of football all year. Got to clean things up. I'm very happy for Richie. Big up P-Dubs and really appreciate you coming on the fan show. Joseph saying, okay, Sonny with a super chat. Okay, Sonny got that player sent off, but surely now Kulusevski and Richarlison deserve a start ahead of him on Saturday. Have to challenge players in order to improve. Dave, Sonny though, Man City, is this? I think we just still continue with the narrative. I think you still play him against Man City. I think you just have to.
You've got to play Son against Man City. I mean, for me, look, I would roll out the same front three against Man City: Kane, Son, and Richarlison. I think against Man City, Son will have a lot of pace to get in behind them. And when you look at what kills Man City, is a player that gets on the ball and runs at them directly. You've seen that with St. Maximin for Newcastle and other players. And Man City's defence isn't the tightest right now. And what Son did, where he did get joy today, was making them direct runs in behind. I said at half-time, you've got to do more of it. He done it. He got them sent off. That's where Son is mostly. That's where he got a lot of his goals last year, with him running in behind. So we need to see more of that from Sonny against City. And then after that, Sporting, Leicester, rest them if you need. But I would stick with him for Man City 100%.
Yeah, Joseph, I say you stick with him in Man City, and then the next of them are, Sporting, Leicester. You can probably rotate from there, and but you just still got to stick with him. World-class player, Joseph. But Richie's playing that well, man. It's sorry, you're just relying on faith with Sonny, and I just think we've learned our lesson with Harry Kane. I just want to keep the faith with Sonny as well. But Joseph, all good reasons, my man. All good reasons. Really big yourself up. Adrian Chia saying 3 points, though. Not yet free flowy football. Imagine, though, if we start clicking. Very, very true, Adrian. And to be fair, I thought we clicked against Fulham. It's just we were a bit wasteful in that game. We just couldn't really put together that final pass, that final finish. Something a bit similar in this game. I don't think we played as well in this game as we did against Fulham, but there were moments where I just thought we just unleashed through Marseille with a few 2-3 passes quite easily. It seems like there are certain moments where we can just break the lines just with one pass from one of our center backs like Longley or Romero. But I don't know. Yeah, I agree with you. Sometimes it's not as free flowy as we probably want it to be. Absolutely. Patty Higgins with a super chat saying, take the win. The performance will surely get better. Thanks for the watch along, lads. Gotta run. Have a good one. Come on, you Spurs. Big up, Patty Higgins. Absolute legend.
Patty. Legend. Enjoy your evening, my man. Enjoy the Champions League win. It's been a while since we're back here, and getting the win was the most important thing. Big yourself up, brother.
Absolutely. Just catching up here, making sure I'm not missing anything.
Andreas Kingbo, welcome to Flat Cap, my man. Hopefully we get to see you on the fan show, brother. Every Monday, every Friday. Next one is Friday, so hopefully we see you there, my man. Big yourself up.
Sandile say performance doesn't matter, only results. Word by Jose Mourinho. Big up Sandile. Neil Shafton with the super chat saying Marseille get battered everywhere they go. Everywhere they go. Marseille get battered.
I love it.
Love it. I wish it was an easier name to say for that. I wish it was an easier name to say for that. Big up,
Big
my man.
Come on, we're winners. It's all that matters.
Love that, Neil. And then Dark Sun G saying with the super chat, Fulham to beat Blues this week. Hard to believe that today was Richie's Champions League debut. He looks confident and really calm. Feels like his third Champions League season. It does kind of feel like his third Champions League season, but at the same time, it felt like he was just hungry today, Dark Sun G. And we know that he's a hungry player. We know he loves coming into these sort of games. It feels like he's the guy that just handles pressure kind of like the best, where he actually loves the pressure. In fact, he just makes him run harder. It makes him probably have an extra bit of wind and whatnot. You're absolutely right, Dark Sun. He got the brace that he needed.
They got practice today. Javen and them.
Big up Dark Sun G. Big up Dark Sun G. THFC Till I Die saying the mighty Tottenham Hotspur on the way. Bill Nick looking down, smiling on the boys, whining, come on, you Spurs. Big up, Dermot. Absolute legend. And the light is sort of getting at the end of the tunnel. And this was something Dermot was screaming a long time ago, Dave. And I think he's starting to see the true evidence of maybe the light, kind of starting to reach Spurs at the end of this tunnel. Big up, brother.
And nice nostalgia for all people like Dermot, Philip, Kuva, Sue Smith, all them sort of people, watching Tottenham on a European night in the all-white kit, bringing back great memories for them, seeing us win today as well. So good night all around.
Definitely. Neville Murrigan saying, Lloris makes us nervous. We're still starting with Son against City, and we still not great, everybody. But Neville, we're getting results right now, my man. We're getting results. And, despite probably these performances not being convincing, it seems like other teams, while maybe we're saying they're playing really well, while we're saying they look like they're about to take us apart, can't really recall too many times where Lloris was actually challenged really in any way. The only moment when they really had a good chance at goal there was when they played that ball across the six and Davies made an absolute mess of it. And it probably just happened because we just made the sort of defensive substitutions and they were a bit switched off, if you ask me. But as much as we conceded a lot of possession, I still think Spurs created the best of chances. At the same time, though, I could see why, certain players like Lloris make you nervous. And I could see why sometimes how much we're giving away the ball, how sloppy sometimes it is. It can make you nervous. I can see that, my man. And I know we're still at certain times we don't look that great, but getting results, my man.
Lloris needs to wake up a bit though, Jacko. A couple of moments in that game where kicking was poor. The one where he should have caught and he punched it and there's no one around him. It's that sort of sloppiness that cost us against West Ham. And he's got to stay alert for 90 minutes. I know he was bored off his tits tonight. But my God, when you do have stuff, just do it correctly. Do it right. So there is no nervousness there whatsoever,
Absolutely. Dark Sun G saying, Sonny, next 3 Premier League games are teams he loves to score against: City, the Foxes, and then the Gooners. He will score within 3 Premier League games. Salah was really quiet for 2 games. Laugh my ass off. Come on, you Spurs. Absolutely right, Dark Sun G. But I feel like he's going to score against City, if I will be honest. I feel like that is a game where he always does do well against. And is Conte going to rely on Sonny for all that hold-up play that we do rely for him to do in certain games like, this or other teams that aren't Man City? I think Conte might switch things up a bit against Man City, maybe with the way we play, perhaps with the formation. I just feel like he knows that Sonny is a secret weapon against Man City running in behind, because there are 2 ways that you can beat Man City. You either need to have some brilliant dribbler, kind of like a Saint-Maximin, or something kind of similar, or you have somebody like a Sonny who makes brilliant runs in behind, and you have a ball playing forward like Kane who can find him, or even like a Højbjerg who's playing dimes right now as well. So I think honestly, Sonny is a lethal weapon against a team like City. You can't leave him on the bench. But if he doesn't play well, I think you can't leave him on the bench. He's a weapon against City.
No, against Man City, that game will suit him. If you can get Højbjerg and Richarlison to do the hold-up play and get turned on the ball and just instruct Sonny, you just run in behind every opportunity you get. With Langley there as well, we've seen him play a beautiful one down the line for him today. Sonny will be a weapon we can use against Man City because they will flood a lot of their bodies forward. And what kills that back line is pace and speed and people directly running at them. So I would give Sonny the City game, and then after that, I would look at maybe taking him out.
Absolutely.
Big up Dark Sun G, my man. Just quickly, Rob Wallace, absolute legend. gifting out the 5 Irish Hotspur memberships. Lynchy 616, Daryl Denton, Simon Davies, Dave Tyson, and one and only Jack Kanicki being the beneficiaries of the gifted memberships by Rob Wallace. So everybody,
you got to click yes, because I think sometimes YouTube, Dave, sometimes YouTube will ask you if you want to say yes to those, gifted memberships. Everybody click yes, because Rob could, who knows, throw you one at any given moment. So I'd say don't click no to them, and then you could end up being on the fan show for free. Everybody, so pick yourself up. Absolute legend, Rob. Really appreciate it, brother. And Lynch, Dave, Simon Davis, especially Daryl Denton as well. Lynch, I think these are full regulars of the show too. So everybody, want to see you on that fan show.
Big up, everybody. Hopefully we get to see you all. Rob Wallace giving you all a chance, to get yourselves out there. So make sure you use it. And then we'll take this last one here from Dark Song G, and then we'll bring Wes in and listen to what he has to say about the game.
Big up. And then Dark Sun G, last one here, and then we're bringing in Wes here. Dark Sun G saying Richie is so much better than Vinicius, plus Urente combined. Don Paratici for the win. I mean, with Hitchin, you get Carlos Vinicius. With Paratici, you get Richarlison. I mean, it's just simple at this stage. But people want to continue to doubt the Don. Dark Sun G, I still don't know why. Look at what Richarlison is doing for us. He can actually complement Kane. He can actually compliment Kane, compliment Son, whoever it may be up there. He couldn't say the same thing with Carlos Vinicius or Urente. You sort of just had to just throw them up there, kitchen sink time, and that was about it. When it comes to Richarlison, you can actually use him in a variety of different ways. Pick yourself up. But
absolutely on. Let's get in, Wes. Let's get in, Wes. You're waiting patiently. I'm just running to the toilet. I'll be back one sec.
Wes the King, appreciate your patience, my man. Thoughts on the game? Finally found a way via Richarlison. Give me your thoughts.
I think, we're winning games. I think that's what I think we all gotta understand as Spurs fans. We are undefeated in the first. Is this the 7th game in the whole season? We're unbeaten in 7 games, guys. Like, this is. I'm trying to look more on the positive than what we already know what the negative is. We're still playing very slow. Passing needs to be a lot better, et cetera, et cetera. But I think if you look at it in hindsight, the fact that we're not playing so well, but we're winning games no matter what, and we're still getting positive results no matter what, and we're still undefeated. When Arsenal, who were playing out of their mind, they were playing very beautiful football. I give them that. But they still, at the end of the day, they lost the game. They lost a game that they should have probably won, or should at least tried to win. But if you look at us, we're not even playing that good, and we're still able to get results, which tells you that our defense and the way our formation is set up is very solid. And we just got to get our offensive flow going with that formation.
We gotta keep saying, Wes, like, this is something we keep saying. Oh, Spurs, they find a way to get a result, and we're still saying this though. Does that mean then this is something we should actually, it's not BS anymore, if you know what I mean?
Well,
before,
definitely not.
Perhaps before you could take it as us complimenting ourselves when we didn't need to, but now it's like still undefeated, lads. Like, there's something.
What I will say on that, Jacko, is we've got to get used to winning this way. With the amount of games coming in quick and fast the way they are, we can't play the way we want to play every single week. Last season, games where we weren't playing well, we lost. We dropped valuable points. And I think Wes is right, despite not playing well. And I think you're right, Jack. We do keep saying it. But at the end of the day, I think we're just going to have to get used to it in this way.
It's more serious now. It wasn't as serious before. You have to take it more serious now.
But the thing is, Jack, we were solid defensively, and we still create enough chances and have good enough players to be able to win the game. So I would actually say I think we've got to get used to it, and you've got to take the positives. 7 games on the bounce now. It's our best start to a season in a long time. 7 games on the bounce, unbeaten, and even not playing well, still beating teams and looking solid enough defensively most of it. There's a lot of positives to take from tonight. Football, that will come. The more we play, the more the football will come, and it will start to click. We've seen that under Conte at the back end of last season for some click, and we slap teams. It's going to happen. When we're not playing well, you get the results, and then when it clicks, the results will just keep coming in. So it's a positive right now is what I would say to people. Take the positive out of it, because these games nearly cost us last season.
Yeah, the fact that we're undefeated that's a big deal for me personally. I'm sorry. It tells you the mentality and the way our formation is set up, the way Conte is coaching the team, coaching wise. We got a brilliant staff, guys. Like our set piece coach, everybody's been talking about. He's one of the best in the world at set pieces. And you see, we're scoring off of corners like it's out of season now. Remember last season we were barely scoring out of corners most of the time. Like I don't know if y'all remember, but we used to like be horrible at corners. Now we're getting, yeah, we're actually getting goals from it. It's crazy. It's like, so things are happening. It's in fruition, but just that we gotta, something's gonna snap. I feel like there's gonna be a game. I don't know if it maybe the next game with Man City. There's gonna be a game where we just snap and it's gonna start and we're gonna start balling out.
And
To me, that's what I feel.
the thing is with Son and Kane as well, lads. Usually,
Mhm.
you go back, they don't usually hit form until about September, October, and they have a good
Mhm.
usual October, November, and a decent December. So, just be patient. It's going to happen. It's going to click. Once Son gets into his groove, once Kane gets into his groove, we're going to be
Oh
absolutely
boy,
playable.
we're gonna be scared.
In years gone by, we've dropped points when they haven't been in their groove and we didn't have anybody else to contribute with the goals. This time round, we do. And that's why you're seeing us, even though not playing well, still getting the results. Unbeaten 7 games in is not an easy thing to do.
That's not
Man City
no.
and Tottenham are the only two teams in the top flight in England to be undefeated 7 games in.
Shamu Van
Yep.
Spurs saying he went a bit
And
tad mental on that Richie goal. Kev Williams saying, do not doubt the Spurs. Elvis saying, I love my club. I mean, did you go tad mental on that Richie goal, Wes? I bet it felt like a big breath of relief.
man, that man right there, those two, the fact that he got two of the kind of almost similar header on type goals is, it's going to do wonders for his confidence. It's going to really bring his energy probably even higher now because he got a double in. Finally, when he was trying to score goals in other games, he got a double in one game. So I told you he's going to be one of our key scorers. I can't wait till Kulusevski. He's due for a goal too. He's due for a goal too, at least an assist or something. I think he was close to getting one in one of the corners, but those two players are going to be key. The fact that we got them pretty much, we have them come off the bench more than likely is tells you that our depth is way different than it was last year or any really in the last 2-3 seasons. You know what I'm saying? Our depth is way better. You see the players like Tanganga came in, did a job. He did solid those 20 minutes. Saw Doherty. I haven't seen him play this whole season. He came out there and he did what he did for the last 20 minutes, and they're going to get minutes. They're going to be playing in the League Cups, the FA Cups, most likely. And that's when we're really going to see where our depth is. Can we easily just stroll through the easy teams while we're in those early rounds of the FA and League Cups? That's going to tell how our depth is, because if we're not smacking those teams in a regular basis, that's going to tell you and that's going to also tell Conte, hey, I may need 2 more windows, like he was saying before. But if we are out here, if we just change our whole starting lineup and we're playing our bench, and they're balling out in the League Cups and the FA Cups, that tells you our depth is a lot better. I'm happy we kept Hill. I'm sure he's going to get a run sooner or later. He's going to have to use them sooner or later. It's going to have to happen because you see, he put out Tanganga. We haven't seen Tanganga in like games. You haven't seen him, and he put both of them out there, Doherty and him, and Basuma, of course. A lot of people, I don't think Basuma has even arrived at what he could really do yet. Until he's still got to learn the formation. I think he's still trying to figure that out and what he should and should not do. That's clear as obvious that's the only thing halting him. Other than that, I feel like his long shots are really going to be key, especially for cup games and things of that nature. But someone's long shots going to come in handy. I'm going to tell you that right now. I'm going to call it here first. His long shots are going to out of the box is going to be coming in handy. I swear. Him and Bentancur, and he was hitting them for Argentina like it was nothing.
Just on your point about the cup games, I think we've got good squad depth. Before we were relying on the likes of Winks in midfield, Dele Alli and Ndombele. We've got Skip and Basuma. You're going to get performances. Richarlison, Kulusevski would probably play a couple of games alongside Scorer. It's better than having what we used to have, where you're relying on Kane and Son and dragging them out to play them games. And I'm Richarlison. I don't know what you think, Jack, but for me, that's exactly why Tottenham paid the £60 million for nights like this, for the impact he's had since he's come here. We all say with Tottenham, you want a player and go and pay the price tag. Well, we've done that. And no more questioning the 60 million.
I was in love with him instantly, Dave, even against Wolves, because Wolves for me was just such a. I was watching it in the car. We were on the highway. It was moving, left and right, swerving lanes, Dave. I was just watching Sanchez and Dyer give it away left and right. It was not an easy game to watch. And when Richie came onto the pitch, it was the only bit of calm that actually gave me something that what he was doing with the hold up play that he does, the bit of the shithousery that
Yeah.
comes with him, the relentless running, the relentless pressing, all that stuff. Even that game, Dave, after the Wolves game, he didn't even score, let alone get an assist or anything. And I thought that day alone was like he just got us that win. It felt like against Wolves because he was able to take the pressure off of us when it really felt like to me that Wolves perhaps could have scored maybe at some stage or another towards the end of that game. And it felt like once he came on, they really didn't have a chance of scoring. I'm not sure how I put it better than really just what Richie does. It's what he does on the pitch. It's so different than the likes of Son. It's different from the likes
Yeah,
of
it's very different.
Kulusevski. It's different from the likes of Kane. It's his own breed of style of football. It's he's an animal, to be honest. I'm not really sure if you can really say the same, with Kane all the time. You can't really say the same, with Sonny or anything. Those guys are just two world-class, polished sort of players. With Richie, he loves to just get in the mud, get in the dirtiness of kind of the game. And honestly, we need that, but he still has a
Yeah,
touch of class. He still has a touch of class as well, as we know. And he honestly today showed that he can finish in the clutch moments, as we know that he did for Everton. Because for Everton, what made him so impressive was his service was absolute nothing, to
nowhere
be
to be
honest.
found.
Really just never got anything into the box, never received that service that you feel like Mitrovic and players like him should deserve, Dave. And now he's getting it at Spurs, and we're seeing what he's doing with it. I think he's been absolute class. And I know maybe games like this show that this is why we paid 60 million for him, but I'll probably get ahead of myself, Dave. And I told you, even I think on the phone or even on a fan show, that what he even did against Wolves I thought was almost worth 60 million.
Yeah. Spot on. Spot on. I think you make an interesting point there. I think the difference, I think the reason why you see Richarlison and more, it seems like he's more involved is because Kane and Son are world-class players. So what they do is they pick their moments, they read the game, they pick the moments where to get involved, where to conserve energy, plus they're getting on in age. Whereas Richarlison still is youthful enough. He has a point to prove. And that's why I think I almost describe it as like rock and roll football. He's all action, you know what I mean? He absolutely loves it. And I think because he has a point to prove, I think when he's there with Son and Kane, he adds that energy that maybe they lack. I think he's come in and complimented them well. But again, it shows the sign of how good Kane and Son are. Where that Kulusevski came in, complimented them. Richarlison came in, compliments them. We have a really, really good front four here. I'm excited to see what this goes when it clicks. All four of them. Imagine having the three there clicking and then the one coming off the bench and just adding double more trouble.
George GP saying on the money, Wes. We're winning with these areas that need improvement, though. Imagine we're on a roll. Also, we played pretty with Poch, and that still only went so far. So is this something we're going to have to get used to, you would say, Wes, where maybe under Poch we played scintillating football. I think it was a bit better than the Lego Man's football, if you ask me, but it's a similar sort of comparison where everybody at Arsenal is loving what they're doing. They think they've won the league. They think they're playing that good of football, and then they play against one decent team that sits
and
back against them, and they lose.
They got found out. Yep. They got found out that game. Like I was telling people about Arsenal when they were just undefeated like a week ago. I was saying when they finally go against a real team, a team that's actually fighting for top 6, top 8, they're going to get found out. Boom, it happened. And it happened to Manchester United of all people.
That show what happens to the beautiful football sometimes. You sometimes get a bit ahead of yourself. You get a bit ahead of yourself,
I mean, and they had a right to kind of be, a little happy because they were playing very good. They were playing very stylish as well. But they were going against, look at their first 6 teams they went against, though. Went against teams that are really fighting for like 8 through 15, 8 through 20. That's who they were going against. They had the most easiest 6 games probably out of the Premier League schedule so far. So, of course, they beat opponents that they should have beat, but they didn't go against nobody real. Except for probably Crystal Palace. So, so it's like, I wasn't right when it happened, And, for us, we're in a different path. We're in a completely different path than Arsenal. Arsenal, it's taken them 4 or 5 years to finally have a group of young players to actually be able to play and try to go for top 4. For us, it only took one transfer window with hiring Conte, and then boom, we're back in it in just 2 years. That tells you the levels right there. Even though we had so many problems with our own front office, and that just tells you how things go But I'm when
How
this
quickly
I'm
things
so
change.
excited that when this team starts clicking and we actually start playing, like dominantly playing, and when everybody figures out the formation, when we get the new players that figure out the formation, we're gonna be ready. It's gonna be happy days. I still
Love it.
think this is our chance for a trophy. I feel like we can get two. I wanted to realistically, I think we can get FA and League Cup. I think that's the most realistic expectation. But Champions League, we're gonna have to see. It's the luck of the draw with Champions League. The league,
We're gonna keep pushing.
we gotta Conte's really gonna have to make sure how he rotates the squad, how he chooses who's gonna play midweek, who's gonna play at the weekend. It's gonna a lot of that's gonna be down to the coaching staff and how they train the players.
He's
What
gonna
players
have to
don't
manage it. He's gonna have to manage it.
The World Cup
Absolutely.
is coming up. There's a lot of stuff to go through. Yeah, but we're in prime position.
Dark Sun G saying the two undefeated teams face off versus City. Spurs
I
and
know that's
City
gonna be big
facing
game.
off the two undefeated teams. Come on, you Spurs. Big up Dark Sun G. Absolutely. And we'll find out which one gets to remain undefeated because hopefully one defeats the other. Maybe, who knows? Perhaps we sneak a draw in there, a point. Dark Sun G saying Richie, last 4 games in all comps, 2 goals and 2 assists. He is absolutely on fire. I mean, he certainly is, Dark Sun G. And Richie, as much as I probably want that Perisic kit, that Richie kit is just calling out, I think, to every single Spurs fan. He's become a cult hero already. Do we pull the plug? Do we go for the Richie kit, everybody? I guess we'll just have to ask, because I know Lazy 801 Dave, I know he wants his Richie kit. He's already feeling the vibes from Rich. And I originally went Perisic. But I'm thinking Richie's just screaming. He's just screaming for me to show him a bit of love. But last one here before we wrap up here. Paul Markey saying, take the win. What a shit show. Certainly was until Richie came through for us. Paul, you're absolutely right, brother. You're absolutely right.
Paul, you've got to take the positives. You've got to take the positives. We're not playing well. Kane and Son are not clicking, but we're still winning games. We all know what happens when they start to click. The points are inevitable. They just keep coming in. But we've made massive strides, in my opinion. We've picked up a lot of points where we've actually dropped them last season. 7 games unbeaten. Tottenham and Man City, the only teams 7 games in the top tier of English football, unbeaten. Different players are stepping up to the plate than it being Kane and Son the whole time. So for me, I think we've got to take the positives, and I think give it another few games, you see a much more improved Tottenham, much more improved performances. I think Conte will have a much better idea of his best 11 as well.
Definitely.
Exactly.
Well, I think we're going to wrap up here, Harris Army. Champions League nights. We're going to let you enjoy the rest of it. Still plenty more to go. We got Man City on Saturday, so it's getting more hectic from here. I'm going to actually enjoy a bit of night with a friend that's hanging out with me. But Dave, any final words here for the Harris Army, and then Wes yourself? But Dave, any final words?
Yeah, first of all, everybody on your way out, please smash that like button. 380 watching, 226 likes. Let's get it up to 300. Please, if you can, just smash it on your way out. As well, I want to campaign for that referee to never be allowed to take charge of a game again. I thought he was absolutely shambolic. He thought it was a non-contact sport. Thought he was refereeing a basketball game. Richarlison steps up. Definitely justified why we bought him. But look, not great performance, but keep taking the positives. Still unbeaten. Come on, you Spurs at the end of the day.
Absolutely. Moondog also said with the super chat, what did I say, David? 2-0 to us. Moondog, hopefully put a bet on that, brother, as well. We're going to start betting on Richie maybe now, Moondog. We need to find you a more lovable person to bet on, because they keep burning you, brother. They keep burning you. But big up, Moondog. Appreciate you, my man. Wes, any final words for the Harris Army here?
Man City is going to be a big game. That's really going to be a test. If we somehow make a positive result out of that, the whole league is going to wake up, and they're going to start talking about us seriously. Especially if we actually win that game, permanently win that game. If we do that, trust me, my heart is going to be racing that whole game. I'm ready for that game almost. I'm ready for that one. But other than that, we're undefeated. We're undefeated. Come on. Happy days.
And just quickly, what I will say to people is we've been through the shit enough times over the last 2-3 years. We've had enough time to moan and complain and everything else about everything Tottenham are doing. Tonight's one of them nights, especially where we're at right now. You've just got to enjoy it while it's here. Enjoy it while it lasts. We've seen how bad things can get, and we've also seen how good things can get when we got the Champions League final. So enjoy the good times while they're here.
Yep.
Absolutely. Well, everybody, like we always say, come on, new Spurs. In Conte we trust, and we will be seeing you.
Come on, you Spurs.
There we go.